I keep seeing watermelons in people's bios and next to their names, and I just don't understand it. Like, what could it even mean? Is BLM 2 here?
No one but white men will ever take you seriously. Hi, white men. I love you guys. Hey guys, I am learning how to use, what is this, StreamYard? It's my first time using this. Other than being a guest, welcome to the very first episode of Go Boom Live. I am live on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Twitch. Well, I've tried to be live on Kick, but apparently they're having trouble connecting on Kick. I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. I'm gonna have to. How would you? All it's giving me an option to is remove it. Yeah, we're gonna have to like not be live on Kick right now, apparently, because it is not working. Unless somebody can see me on Kick, you can let me know. Look at this. Look, I can highlight comments. Howdy. Thank you all so much. Yes, this is my first Go Boom live show. So let's go ahead and, oh my gosh, already starting with some super chats. Let's get those first. We've got, holy moly. Okay, first we've got DS or D Schwartzkrieg with a $20 super chat who says, God bless you too. Thank you so much. And we got a wombo. How do I get to this so I can highlight it? Here it is. Oh, wombo, $99.99 super chat. I need sound effects, like a woohoo, yay, hype sound effect for this. Old Renaissance nerd says, first Go Boom live, gotta go big. Thank you so much. I have a feeling many laughs will be had at the haters going boom afterwards. Now that you're live streaming, oh, about something you mentioned a while back. Check out the S&W. Oh, Smith & Wesson M&P FPC hashtag Go Boom. Thank you so much for that wombo $99.99 super chat. I do have a Smith & Wesson M&P shield, but I will have to look that one up. Thank you so much. And then before I get into the first topic of the day, let me highlight this super sticker from Osmora199 with a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. And then we have Wicked Steel with the $5. Boom. All right. So I will, oh, and a new, wait, no memberships. Elsid with the $20 super chat. I think I set them up, but maybe I didn't. I'm trying my best. Hello. Oh, look, we've got Rumble Rick in chat. Hi, Rumble Rick. I am streaming on Rumble as well. If you guys are watching on YouTube or on Twitch, I tried to get this on Kick, but it's not working. So, yes, I am streaming on Rumble as well. So before I get to more super chats, let's go ahead and get into the first headlining topic of the day that I wanted to talk about, and that is Stellar Blade, because that is coming out tomorrow, and there is a bunch of discussion surrounding this, from gaming journos not liking things about it, not liking it at all. You know, you guys know how that's been going too. Also, we're seeing some controversy about some potential censorship going on with this as well. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Bear with me as I share my first time using StreamYard. I'm just going to share my whole window because I've got a lot of stuff here. So, all right. Do you guys like do we like the e-girl one or the regular one? Let me know. I am here to please. All right. So I'll start out with e-girl mode and then we'll go. First of all, I wanted to highlight, this is something I am sick and tired of hearing journalists pretend like Stellar Blade and games like it are misogynistic or not good for women and this and that. When I, as I've said in this tweet here, I will say the opposite. I will say Stellar Blade, while obviously made for everyone and not just women, I think Stellar Blade is extremely female friendly and girls will love it. I'm a girl. I am excited for it. I cannot wait to play it. Now, this is why, hear me out. Same thing with like Final Fantasy X-2, for example. Look at Final Fantasy X-2, three beautiful female main characters. You got the cute outfits. You got to change a bunch of the outfits. Is this not exciting for girls? Have people forgotten that women and girls love looking at stylish outfits? We love looking at other beautiful female characters or even women in real life. Look at Instagram. Who are following a lot of these female influencers and models? A lot of other women, because it's fun to look at the cute outfits and this, that, and the other, K-pop, all of that. So in this case, I made this tweet today talking about my favorite outfit that I've seen so far. I have already. I want to look at the outfits, but I also want some of them to be a surprise when I play the game. So I'm trying to find that balance. But here I made this tweet and I said, my favorite Stellar Blade outfit I've seen so far. Journos can call this game misogynistic all they want. They're retarded. The outfit selections alone are a girl's dream. Obviously, as you guys can imagine, this would be my favorite outfit. This is their punk rock outfit. That's the vibe. That's the style I like. She's got the black rocker chick crop top and this whole, I like the hair. I like all of it. Super cute. But this is why it's so insulting to me as a woman to see people, these journos, go off and say things like, oh yeah, this is not for women. Absolutely absurd. And so as we've seen here, I have a bunch of tabs. We got a bunch of stuff we're going through here. We've got Sael here who says Stellar Blade Eve is pretty. That is her sin. Pretty is problematic to the ugly pronoun pushing entities claiming inclusion while excluding pretty. The bar is low enough. Here she has this cute, like, maid looking swimsuit thing. And something else I wanted to talk about, which I did mention too on when I was on the Quarterings podcast earlier, is a character design like this. Like, let's say if this game came out back in PS2 or PS3 games, the era, right? She would be getting a lot of praise for her character design being different than what we typically see in female characters, because they didn't know, like, she's curvy, she's thick. Look how she's got thick thighs and she's rocking it. So that's what's hilarious to me, is a lot of these journos want to complain about, oh, all the characters look the same. She just looks like a cookie cutter doll. She doesn't have, her design isn't creative and all this stuff. I would beg to differ, because she definitely has a body type that you don't even see a lot. I don't even have a problem with people using the cookie cutter designs or anything like that. But in this case, what we are seeing is definitely a thicker body type than what we're used to seeing in, say, like old school Final Fantasy games, for example, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, she looks great and she looks beautiful. That's just really what it boils down to. And that's the problem that they have, is with the beauty. They don't like beautiful things. And also, as I've said in my videos and stuff before, there was this huge push to blur the lines between female character and male character. They're making the women, they want to make the women more androgynous looking. They don't want the women to be feminine and beautiful. And that's a problem. That is a problem. So look at that. We got, she is fine. Thick. She looks good. Thick thighs saves life. She looks good. She's got those wide hips. Exactly. I've seen a lot of comments for those thick thighs saves life. I'm about it. I love it. And I think, that's the thing. And that's what a lot of these game developer or not even game developers, well, current modern day, but what they're losing sight of is that they want to call gamers this, that, or the other, an ist and all this. Oh, they hate women and all that stuff. Well, gamers like to see different body types with the characters, but they want them to be beautiful. What's wrong with that? There is nothing wrong with wanting characters to be beautiful. Let me go ahead and catch up on some super chats before we advance. I wonder if there's okay, hold on, hold on. I'm scrolling up. I am so new to this, guys. So bear with me. Okay, here was that last one. I am working on getting memberships on this channel. I thought I set it up to do that, but maybe not. I will check that out further. We got Tony Mara with the 199 says, don't worry about Trump. He's in savings. I will be honest. I don't know. I'm not super versed on political stuff. If Trump is on the ballot, I'd be happy to vote for him because yeah, I like him. But I don't know what's going on with all of that. But we shall see. We've got Andrew Dalton with the 1999 super chat. Thank you so much. Hey, Melody, love, you are a positive influence in the community. I try my best. Thank you. Aw, thank you, JPs. Love the black hair. I feel like myself when I have the black hair. It was fun doing the other colors and stuff, but I feel like myself. Look at that. I got a compliment on my tattoos. Thank you. I like to see that because some people are like, I don't like tattoos. Tattoos are gross. And it's like, okay, you don't have to like tattoos, but I do have them. And I'm not going to remove them. That would be a very complicated process, and it wouldn't even really work for a sleeve. Tony Mara with the 199 says, listening to Madonna's Like a Prayer nonstop. Okay. JR, $10 super sticker. Thank you. Sony hates us, don't they ever? And I'm going to dive into a little bit more of that with some of the censorship stuff that we've seen. Some of it's alleged, some of it's actual. I don't know the extent of it, but we will see. Oh, it looks I love how so many people voted for the e-girl camera. All right, that's the thing. We're self-aware here. I don't even care. I will call it the e-girl camera. If you guys like the e-girl camera, I will use the e-girl camera. Look at that. Thank you, guys. And then we've got Parker with the $5 super chat. Parker says, hi, can you you can put a star on these if you want to go back to them. Good to know. Okay, oops. Oh, okay. Serious argument about censorship in video games. I will be getting to that. They do. I agree with this. They want women, I think you meant men too, to be androgynous, not feminine or masculine. True. And somebody was saying earlier in chat on the stream I was cornering with, somebody was saying that the Fallout TV show, that the men there weren't really any masculine men except the bad guy on there. So we're seeing not as much of that as well. And I've talked about this, and I'm like, I have a video about it, about not that specifically, but about how they're even making male characters less masculine. And one big thing that made me realize that was replaying Splinter Cell again. And I'm like, whoa, they don't make them like this anymore, hardly. So we're seeing these problems across the board. We have Fallen Order with the 199 says, have you been spreading managed democracy? I don't know. I don't know if that's a joke or I don't know. Have I been? All right. And then we've got Chris Noski with the $2 super chat. Thank you. Beautiful women depicted in games. Who knew? For real. I love to see it. Love to see it. Blake Barrett. Looking forward to the first Go Boom Live. Disappointed you're not also streaming on Rumble. I am. Thank you so much for the super chat. There we go. See, look at this. Look at this. She's on Rumble, just not on Kick. I don't know why Kick didn't work, but we shall see. We have push-ups in chat with the $2. I'm here, just smiling and waving. Hi, push-ups. Thank you so much. We got Mad Dog Gamer with a $2 super chat. Was it confirmed that the bunny suit was censored? Ooh, let's go ahead and talk about this. And then I'll get to more super chats after that. Oh goodness. Is there a way to go to the starred one? Okay. Yeah, because I want it before I get to more chat, which okay, let's go ahead and get to that part because a lot of people are wondering, and then I'll get to more super chats. So here's something else before I do that. This was funny. So Games Radar was complaining about Stellar Blade puts Eve in some incredibly stupid, sexy outfits that hurt the game's story. But despite the forced sex appeal, I actually love her detailed design. Dude, putting a girl in cute outfits, that's forced sex appeal. And so then they said, they call it the butt game. And then we have Rachel here who says Games Radar is shocked by the realization that when you look at a character from behind, you can see their butt, which is universal. Also with male characters, which also reminds me of how the other day when comparing Stellar Blade with, for some reason, this is a big thing, with Hades 2, because you keep seeing the sexy character's bad for Stellar Blade, but it's fine for this queer game. And then she was complaining about it's because the top-down camera. That's demeaning to Eve. Well, Hades uses a top-down camera, but journos can't expect them to know what's up with actually playing game. Okay, so this is what the controversy about the bunny outfit with Stellar Blade that we're trying to get to the bottom of this. So right now it's alleged that they patched this outfit. It's a swimsuit. It's not even this is normal. Like this looks like something you would see at a beach. It's not even super revealing or anything like that. There's some cleavage and then it's high cut, but I mean, to me, I don't think this is anything crazy. But anyway, so supposedly, people are speculating that they censored this, even though we're not supposed to be getting any censorship. So they said they censored the day one patch, and then you have like the cover up, make it less high. And we have a community note here that says there is no confirmation of censorship in the game. Other users posted that this suit was already like this before the update. And that's what I have heard because some people are even saying they're not going to buy the game anymore. We have a video here. Also, censored costume exists before the patch. You just fall for the Truny false flagging. This video was released before the patch. The censored version is a alpha or beta. So apparently they already had changed it. It wasn't due to censorship. It was just a design choice, which, look at those costumes. I'm trying to this looks like a wrestling costume. This is a swimsuit. Yeah, these are pretty cute. I'll mostly be playing that one outfit that I showed earlier, but yeah, so right now it's inconclusive. Now they did definitely now this was the outfit before. Um, you even see even when she's jumping like that. Is this anything egregious? Is this anything pornographic? I would say no. I mean, dude, have these people played Final Fantasy, the people complaining? Have they played Final Fantasy at all? Because this especially like some of the I mean, Final Fantasy, we've seen outfits like this and even more revealing. It's just it's art. It's not even pornographic at all. I don't see the problem. So yeah, right now where things stand is we don't know. We don't know if it's censored or not. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when people are able to compare the base game with the actual patch. Or, the difference. Okay, is this outfit before the first patch or was it not like that before the first patch? I don't know, but there's somebody playing it. So if they're playing it, then that would indicate that it was changed with the patch, right? I guess we'll see. Oh, sweet. So I can just go back to starred comment. Okay, I was worried I was going to miss some of these, but I'm good. So I can go and check chat and see what you guys are saying because I really want to know. Let's hop all the way down. Oh yeah, so they have 60 plus without. Yeah, the patch has new game plus and I don't know what that. Okay. Okay. So, oh shoot, before we continue, let's address this Wombo Red Boy Raider with the $100 super chat. Oh my gosh, you guys have been so supportive. Thank you. I really need some sound effects for these. I'm gonna make them before the next ones. I need like the Devil May Cry songs or something, little clips of it. All right. So I guess we will. Lol, he said hard R. That's the thing with the where is it? Yeah, because that's the thing is they had, which I don't have a picture of it up here. Oh, we're gonna get into this later. Oh yeah, I don't, but you guys probably have seen that where there was the graffiti that so there's a shop in the game, Roxanne's shop, so it's called R, and then there's graffiti that says hard on it throughout the game. Well, in one section, it happens to be in front of the shop, and it says hard R. Oh, I do have tabs for that. I do. Here it is. Okay, let's go and talk about that. Then I'll get to some more super chats, and then we will dive into more stuff. But right here we have, hey, journalist, if this screenshot offends you, you're the actual racist. Okay, so here's the context for this whole thing. So in Stellar Blade, the R shop references Roxanne, who is one of the game's information brokers. The hard graffiti, meanwhile, can be found in numerous areas throughout the game. In a statement released to IGN, PlayStation said that developer Shift Up had no intention of creating offensive artwork, promising to remove it as part of Stellar Blade's Day 1 patch. That's already stupid that they even have to change anything in there, but clearly this is already a graffiti. It happened to be there. Nobody was when I see hard R, first of all, I'm thinking of R rating, not that. But alas, people will be like that. But then this is what's funny, though. This is what I got a laugh out of because now they change it to crime. So it says crime R. But if you look at, I guess, Urban Dictionary, crime R, an African American male who commits crimes. So I thought that was funny because they try to fix it and then they use another. This is why you can't take stuff like this too serious because first of all, there's slang for just about anything. You just gotta let it go. Look at this. Based bro. It's funny. It's hilarious. But yeah, you change it and then you make it into that. So it's like, stop taking it serious. And they could have just kept it how it originally was. Like, goodness, it ain't that deep. It's not that big of a deal, right? So, okay, before we advance, let me go ahead and get to some super chats. So I got these. Let's see where I'm at now. There's that. Yeah, this is where we already talked about the bunny suit. Okay, so we've got Crusader Rising, who says, a beautiful woman talking about a beautiful character. God is good. Aw, thank you. That's so nice of you to say. All right, we've got Not Tim with the $9.99 says, I humbly ask you to accept my spare change after buying a PS5 and Stellar Blade. Thank you. Also awesome. Good purchase. I cannot wait to play Stellar Blade. My only thing is I wish I could be streaming it tomorrow, but I've got a family event for over the weekend. So hopefully on Monday I will be able to stream that, but I will be jelly of all you guys who are playing. Audio Garden Slave with the $5 super chat says, sup. Happy to see you. Happy to see all of you. And I am so far, I mean, this is a really fun thing to do, this stream. So the first of many more, which by the way, right now I am live on a Thursday night. I would like to do these on Wednesday nights for the most part, unless you guys prefer Thursday, but I think Wednesday nights would be better, especially since during football season, I usually like to watch the games on Thursdays. So, yeah. LV Thor Ascending with the $15 super chat says, happy to see you making moves with the Go Boom Live. I am so happy to be doing this. Thank you so much. First episode, we're making it happen. EJ Paladin with the $5 super chat says, hi, Melanie. Great to see you finally decided to do your own live stream show. Deus Volts. I telling you guys, we gotta stay strong with all of these heckin' people on social media who expect Christians to be weak. I'm sick of it. I'm all about hearing this Deus Volt because, oh my goodness, which I'll go over some of that too if I have time today. I kicked the hornet's nest, you guys, with the Bring Me the Horizon stuff, which I know some of you seen that. And if you didn't, oh my gosh, do I have stuff to show you guys? Because I made atheists and Satanists, a lot of Satanists, made them very, very angry. So anyway, let's see. Where are we? Let me see. Why am I'm lost. Oh, here we go. All right, we've got Tony Morrow with the 199 says, I dare the woke mob to come after me. They're lost. All right, Wicked Steel with the $2. I love your tattoos and cute top. Thank you. I got this at Forever 21. It's a Hello Kitty racer top. I love it. I don't wear pink all the time, but when I do, it's Hello Kitty. Okay, so V-Game Veteran with a £2 super sticker. Thank you for that. We've got Zeb Jr. with the $20 super chat. It says she's alive. I'm so happy. I can't wait to keep this going and to do more of these. It'll be a good time. And that's the thing is I am offending people on a regular basis. Some of y'all see it, some of y'all don't. But especially on Twitter, you must see it. I am offending people all the time with my takes. And now on Go Boom Live, I can just share the tea with all of you. So that'll be a good time. So, can't wait. Zachman says, you can't offend me. That's good. That's good. But we can laugh about the people that I do offend. Mars says Melanie went to Forever 21 and stole the soul out of that store. That's how she stays so young. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You guys are so nice. All right. So we've got, all right, Dank Artist Here Productions with the $5 super chat says, glad to see you doing live stream on Go Boom channel. I have been wanting to do stuff on this channel and just didn't really know what. I was kind of thinking, should I do a gaming stream on here sometimes? But this is good. We got Go Boom Live. And then if I do my gaming streams, I figured those I'll just do on my Melanie Mac gaming streams channel, which is just youtube.com/Melanie Mac. Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU. Okay. Thank you for the $1 super chat. We got the White Trash Panda. It says, have to get up early for work, but wanted to send some love. It's been awesome watching you grow your career and your faith. Don't let haters or anyone stop you. God bless, sister. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. And then look, Run in Gun Fun says, so glad she's here on Rumble. Those of you who don't know, because some people, I already got one. Why aren't you on Rumble? I am. I'm here on Rumble too. I'm working on it. I have been working on my Rumble presence, which I'm wanting to bring my Bible channel over there too. But All right, so before we get to some more super chats, let's go ahead and dive more. I got more Stellar Blade stuff. I got a lot of Stellar Blade stuff today. And then I have some other stuff that we can laugh at. So here we have IGN's review. All right, they said Stellar Blade is great in all of the most important ways for an action game, but dull characters, a lackluster story, and several frustrating elements of its RPG mechanics prevent it from soaring along with the best of the genre. And they gave it a 7. Stellar Blade stands out as a gorgeous, well-crafted action game with clear weaknesses. Both its story and characters lack substance, and some of its RPG elements are poorly implemented, but its action picks up most of the slack, thanks to a rock-solid combat system and a deep well of hideous enemies. Well, we already know when it comes to game journos, they care more about stuff like the message. They care more about watching cutscenes, this, that, and the other, than they do actual gameplay. So obviously I haven't played the game yet. I can't say whether I think that this 7 is fair or not, but from what I'm seeing, I think that it's looking like the game is better than a 7, and they gave it the 7, probably largely in part to the fact that they don't like the beautiful characters. They're saying, oh, bland characters. What about this character is bland? All I know, and then there's that one character who has that like pixie haircut who's adorable. I think she's going to be my favorite character because I love her character design. She's so cute. When it comes to a lot of characters, I tend to like a lot, and I know this, even though my favorite character is Lara Croft, and she doesn't exactly fit this this trope or whatever, what have you. A lot of characters I like are those really spunky, little, cute characters. So think Riku from like Final Fantasy X and 10-2. I adore her. I like characters like that. So I really think, obviously, I think Eve is great. Probably really going to like her. I like her aesthetic. But I'm probably really going to like that pixie cut, cute, little feisty looking character. She looks adorable. So I just know based off of the character designs I've seen, I'm going to have a hard time believing that the characters are bland. I just am not buying that. We have George here who says, this hot take from the trusted website that gave God Hand a 3.0. And then we have here, if IGN says it's a 7, it's most likely a 10. If Eve was 100 pounds more, you'd give it a 9. That's true. If they made her like ugly, they'd be praising this game. But they're defending themselves here. Clearly, you know that the backlash is real. If they have to make a tweet to defend themselves, 7 means good. And I love this. Is D-Day Cobra. It's my picture here. It says IGN going through right now. If you don't know what that means, it's me saying my favorite slur. On X, I can say those words. On Rumble, I can say it, but not on YouTube or Twitch. But anyway, yeah, that's what's so funny. And then just proving we don't have the exact same photo. People are using pictures of me saying my favorite slur to to use for reaction photos. It's hilarious. Which, by the way, I'm working on merch with the F slur on it. I had it all ready to go. This just is just testament to how disorganized I am, really trying to get things all together, and why this stream is today when it was supposed to be yesterday. But also, I've been working on this merch. I drew it myself. Me saying the F slur in a cartoony art style. And I had it all set up. I'm like, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? It's all set up. I'm doing it on Redbubble because I think that's the best shot I have at being able to have merch with the F slur on it. But I'm like, why isn't it working? All the designs, they said you need 5 designs. So I changed the background colors to have 5 different ones. Got it all ready. I'm like, why isn't it working? Why can't I link this? Well, apparently they have to approve of it. So it could be like 24 hours or so. So stay tuned, especially on X, on my account. That's where I post all kinds of stuff there. Stay tuned. I will be sharing where you can get the F slur merch from me. It'll be a good time. So we will see. Um, so yeah. Now while we're on this topic, I don't know. This is funny tweet. The Red Dragon says this guy is the expert on female character design. These are a lot of the guys who are complaining about females character designs, like Lara Croft, like Eve on Stellar Blade, all that kind of stuff. We're constantly seeing backlash from dudes like this. Okay. And I don't like to come after people's looks and all that. So I won't. Or in the famous Trump words of Trump, I would have a lot of material if I wanted to. But just saying, from an observational level, it's guys who don't appear to have a lot of testosterone that seem to have the issue with it. Dude, and that's the thing. I don't want to hate on this guy. If this dude lifted some weights and ate steak and stopped eating soy, he would be a good looking guy. But at this present state, he's definitely giving some soy energy, which these are a lot of the types of people that we see who have issues with the feminine female characters. So, I guess he's from Video Gamer with a 60. Okay, so he gave it an equivalent of a 6 out of 10. If you take just the combat and the music from Stellar Blade, you've got a fantastic game. Sadly, this is not the whole package. So basically he's saying the game is amazing, but because okay, let's just dive further and then I'll get more into that. The worst thing about Stellar Blade is that if I ever had any semblance of interest in the story, characters, or narrative, this was promptly stamped out due to the egregious levels of hypersexualization of Eve. Like I said earlier, have you played a Final Fantasy game in your life? Because what I'm seeing just doesn't look anything more sexualized than what we've seen a million times before in other games. And what they consider sexualized is a cute girl in cute clothes. That's it. I have not seen anything with Eve looking at the camera, flirting and being a tease. I haven't seen any of that. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, someone is telling us a story about how the world got destroyed. Well, Eve is standing there in a revealing bunny suit, giving these emotional reactions and trying to make you care about what happens, and it just doesn't work. Dude, do you realize how unintentionally misogynistic that is? Oh my gosh. Oh my freaking goodness. He's calling it. Oh, that's the thing with these male feminists. They're the ones who are actually misogynistic. He's saying, wow, you expect me to care about you when you're wearing that? That's what he just said. That's what he just said. Oh, she's emotional right now. I can't take her seriously wearing that, which, by the way, is an optional outfit. You can change the outfit. Wow. Wow, they're really telling on themselves. I don't care about what you're saying or how you feel because of what you're wearing. Wow, he did that. And he thinks he's some champion of women. All right, let's continue. Throw in a smattering of weird camera angles and jiggle physics. Oh my goodness. Women with skin and flesh jiggle. Surprise, surprise. That's just movement. That's the thing, is it's not even unrealistic looking jiggle physics. Like what I just showed in that clip with her bunny outfit. She wasn't flopping all over the place. Unrealistic. She was realistic. Boobs move. Surprise, surprise. It's okay. All right. So throw in. Okay. You'll realize Stellar Blade exists as a fan service game. To me, like I said, it doesn't even look. It looks like something you would have seen in Final Fantasy or something from back in the day. It's normal. It's a beautiful female character with cute outfits. And she's kind of thick. So she's going to move. Her body's going to move. Isn't that what these people wanted, was girls that aren't all super skinny? So you want a character who's so thin that she won't jiggle at all, and so that they want to complain about unattainable. Well, here's a girl that they even made a character a little thick. And they got a problem with it. Granted, outfits don't change your stats, so you can cover Eve up. Stellar Blade also doesn't take itself too seriously on that front. So if you're okay with it, then that's fine. There's plenty of games. Look at like freaking Dota, for example, all the different skins and stuff. I mean, Uncharted, you can play in big head mode. This stuff's normal with games. On the other hand, I think it's fair to say that Eve's design is questionable and she only exists to serve as glorified eye candy at best. These guys are really telling on themselves. That's all you see with the character. If you can't connect with a character because of what she's wearing, I have not seen, and them complaining about everybody who's been excited for this game, everybody who likes the character design of Eve and stuff, everybody who's like pro Stellar Blade with this, they're viewing Eve as a cool character. They're viewing Eve as a dynamic character. They're not looking at her as only a pair of tits or something. You know what I mean? And so these guys are really telling on themselves. And when they're trying to be this, champion of women, when they're the ones who aren't appreciating these characters for anything more than just what they look like. And then they're disgusted with it. This is the type of guy that will pay for a girl's OnlyFans and be disgusted with her, which is both bad. But dude, they want to call people who like these games Coomer Brain, but these guys will be the first ones to be like telling girls to sell their beehole online for $5. Make it make sense. All right. There's nothing wrong with attractive characters, but revealing outfits are the norm for the female characters in Stellar Blade, while the men are covered head to toe in what can only be called appropriate clothing. I am curious to see what the dudes wear, but here's the thing is, this is what he fails to realize is a guy being an attractive character. You don't put a dude in a bunny suit to make him more attractive. That doesn't make him, men and women are different. So if you put him in a little bunny suit, that's going to make him look gay. It's not going to make him look hotter. So, I mean, yeah, if you could take his shirt off or something like Devil May Cry 3 with Dante, there's an option. But as the most part, if you want to make the male characters attractive, it's the muscles, it's the strength, it's all that. It's not, you're not going to put them in the same outfits. That would just be stupid. But let me get to some of these super chats because I saw a big one roll up here. Hold on. Let's get this pink boy bird up with the 50. The $50 super chat says, anyone remember the GameCube game PN03? That's that girl who was like dancing. And yeah. I never played it though, but I did like her design. That was another girl in a sexy bodysuit game. Back then, critics slammed the game for its difficult arcade-style gameplay, but didn't say anything about the sexy character. Things are so different now. Isn't that the truth? That's the thing about these games is they're supposed to be idealistic. That's what makes them fun, is playing as characters who look great and who are able to do these things that we can't do in real life. You know, they're like, hey, athletic, strong, or this or that or the other. I'm just gonna say, as a woman, it is so refreshing to see a game like Stellar Blade. It is so refreshing to see this. I can't even tell you how much of a breath of fresh air it is to be like, wow, I get to play a game with a female character that actually is very feminine and actually looks womanly. And I don't have to play as some androgynous, boxy, they-them looking woman. This is great. Girls love this. This is what we want. All right, let's check some more super chats. Oh gosh, I got a lot to catch up with. Thank you guys. Okay, I got that. Oh yeah, I got to that one. All right, here we go. Remdog1138 with a $5 super chat says, needed to come and christen this new show with my customary $5. All the best. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. First episode is going well so far. I didn't know how it would work with me just being on here by myself. I'm a guest for a lot of podcasts and stuff, but I'm like, hey, how is this gonna be with no one to bounce off of? But I think it's going well. I would like to have guests on sometimes, but I am an introvert. So I'm good at like being a guest on a show, but having to organize it and all that with a guest and more than one person, probably gonna have to start off with friends that I'm really comfortable with first. And then yeah, but I don't even so it's fun to do the solo ones too. So we'll figure this out as I keep continuing this. Astro Boy with the $5 super chat. It says nothing. Thank you, Astro Boy. We got Drunk 3PO. Hi, Jay. With the 499. Look at Mel getting all this love. Congrats. Thank you so much. I know I'm getting so much support right now. It's making me so happy. VJ Noel 316 with the 199 says, "Hey Melanie, do a kickflip." I don't have a I don't have a skateboard right now. I tried skateboarding like once in my life. I was like 20, 21 or something. I was at the church parking lot, and one of the kids at church, one of the teenagers at church, had a skateboard. So I was like, okay, I played a lot of Tony Hawk. I like rollerblading, but I was like, let me try this. I get on that skateboard and like do a couple, like, I'm getting the momentum up. Well, I couldn't keep myself balanced with the momentum of the skateboard, and I fell off and sprained my ankle. And when I say I sprained it, actually, like it swelled up huge. And I had to go to the doctor to get a boot for it and pain medication because it was hurting. And it was months. I remember months later, I tried playing kickball with the kids at church and I kicked the ball and sprained it again. It was the worst, but that's been a long time. So, um, my ankle has not been sprained since, and that's been a long time ago. So, wait, did I play? Oh, you sprained your ankle pushing a wheelbarrow. Oh my goodness. Did Melanie play the skate series? I think I had briefly tried it, but I never bought any of the games or owned them or anything. I don't know if anything from Twitch shows up here. So if there's like, oh, here we go. We got HyperX with the 3 months subbed. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. We got Teal with the sub. Thank you so much. The Real Alazam, 3 months with the Prime sub. Let me make sure. Also, oh yeah, Strange Gamer X with 3 months sub. Thank you so much. I wish that they could let you highlight this stuff on Twitch as well, even though I don't even know how long I'm going to be on Twitch. Snowfall with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. Because yeah, Twitch will probably ban me again one of these days. Kick, I really wish we could get working right now, but alas, that's not the case. So let's see. We've got Dave Incognito with the $5 super chat. Says sexy characters are fine. Once the initial impact wears off, you get used to it and it just becomes window dressing. That's also true because once you're immersed in the world, it's not like you're playing the whole game drooling the entire time. You actually get invested in the game and the characters. Like with myself, if I'm talking about being attracted to a character, with me being straight, that would be like Devil May Cry. I think Devil May Cry 5, there's a bunch of good-looking dudes in those. So, but yeah, you notice at first, oh, okay, he's hot. But then again, it becomes window dressing. It becomes, okay, this is making the game look aesthetically pleasing, but you're still focused on the game itself as well. It's not like it's not like just, hey, here's something to just drool over and you're not actually experiencing a game. Nick Hammerschmidt with the $20 super chat says, "Hey Melanie, hope you are having a blessed week. Do you see gaming companies going down the same path where there is a point of no return with how they treat customers, or could there be a change with them listening to fans?" I think they're really going to have to start listening to fans if they want to make money, because we keep seeing, especially with this Sweet Baby Ink stuff, big, huge props to Cabrutus, Grums, and everybody else that has been helping push all of the resistance, if you will, because man, all of this has been taking over with gaming. All of the woke ideology, all of the uglifying characters, all of the changing existing characters to be unrecognizable to suit all of this stuff, all of these woke guidelines and DEI and all that. Now they've been able to get away with it because a lot of us have been putting up with it to a degree. Now I pretty much quit. I don't play most mainstream games anymore. It's very rare that I will buy a mainstream game, a AAA game. I'm going to buy Stellar Blade, but that's a different situation. But I've been going back to older games. I've been playing a lot of retro games, and I think a lot of other people have been doing the same. I know not long ago, some article or something was circulating saying that most people are watching older movies, older TV shows, and as well as playing older games than they are new stuff because people are sick of this crap. People are sick of all of this woke ideology being inserted into everything. So, I mean, they have been receiving BlackRock funding, this, that, and the other, but I do think that there will have to be changes because people are sick of this. A lot of these woke properties are flopping hardcore. And I mean, even look at the impact of the DEI detect or the SBI detected. Now Cabrutus launching his DEI website here that he just launched. That will now tell you if a game was DEI, used any sort of DEI, all that kind of stuff, consulting and what have you. So gamers are pushing back. People are sick of this stuff. And I think that's going to make a big, huge difference. There is a chance that the tide can turn, but I think also part of what has to happen is these gaming companies have to hire more people who are passionate about games, and which they used to do. But there has been a huge influx of hiring activists. And we see that in the journalist space. Gaming journalists used to not be like that. I remember when I was first getting into the gaming industry back in the day, like 2010, all that. Gaming journalists, I was friends with a lot of these freelance journalists. They were actual gamers. They're passionate about the games. And that's how you became a gaming journalist back then because they didn't pay well. But that the people who were getting these jobs were passionate about it. Well, gaming became more and more popular. We started to see people just want to jump on that train and they want to be a journalist because, oh, this gives them a platform to spew their activism. So just across the board, we've also seen this with gaming in the gaming industry as well, them hiring activists as opposed to actual gamers who are passionate about this stuff. So we definitely need to see more of that. As it is right now, if anybody really wants to get into the game dev side of things, it's very difficult for them if they want to, if they're not woke or as it stands right now to work as a game dev, you have to keep your mouth shut about your politics unless you're spewing what they want to hear. But eventually, they're going to have to start caring about money. And speaking of like what we have here, what Joseph says, almost done with the Tomb Raider 3 remaster, then on to more retro games. Love it. But speaking of the remasters, like for example, we are seeing, look at the sales, which they aren't even the sales for the remasters, which for the most part are very faithful. Now, I know I made a video last week talking about some more censorship that they added, which is unfortunate to see. But for the most part, this hasn't been a thing. For the most part, the remasters have been very faithful to the actual the titles, you know, and Lara Croft looking great, looking like she did, and more like her old school self and the upgraded visuals and all that. But they are selling very well. They are not releasing the console sales numbers. They are just releasing the Steam sales numbers, which are over $2 million as it is right now. And for remaster projects, which obviously are a shorter development cycle than the mainstream Tomb Raider games. So a shorter development cycle and a lot cheaper to make versus the $100 million plus budgets that we have seen from the mainstream rebooted titles. So as it stands already, that's huge for Steam to be over $2 million grossed. And no telling with consoles because it sold even better on consoles, but they're not revealing this information. And I'm under the impression that Crystal Dynamics doesn't want us to know this because as it is already, the rebooted games barely broke even. They could not bring in profit. Huge development times, huge budgets, over $100 million per game. Well, now you have these remasters that were a lot cheaper to make, and they're pulling in money. So as it is already, they're probably already pulled in more profit because I mean they didn't just break even. So they're pulling in more profit than those reboot games did. That's really telling. People want actual video games. They're sick of all this other crap. Joseph Whitehouse with the 50. Yay, thank you so much. Happy Thursday. Peace and blessings. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. I'm going to get some better sound effects for those big wombo tips as well. We'll work on that. Um Thank you. Thank you. So generous of you. Okay, let's go. Here we have Night Shift with the 199. Hey there, cutie pie Mac. Thank you. And I already highlighted this earlier, but Raider with the super generous $100 super chat. Thank you again. Michael Rafferty with the $5 says nothing. Thank you. We have Nate with the $5 super chat, trying to resist the urge to buy a PS5 just for Stellar Blade, lol. Hope it comes to PC eventually. Please stream the game. Boom. I will. Probably on Monday is when I'll be able to stream it. I can't wait. Dan Halen with a £5 super chat. New favorite slur, crime R. Bird up with the $2. What's up, all my crime R's? That's funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and advance to the next topic. So, okay, I made it to this discussion. Oh, now what we're starting to see as well. Got a little more Stellar Blade, and then we'll have some other stuff to meme at and laugh at. Grums made this tweet. We always like Stellar Blade is happening in real time. Wokies and journalists will pretend like they never hated Eve, Bayonetta, and Nier all over again. Yes, I don't know if you guys remember. Same crap was happening. They pretended like, or you know, used to, it was like all this backlash for Bayonetta. Well, then it was like, oh, wait a minute, Bayonetta's actually a gay icon. She's a queer icon. They want to steal her because they can't create new good stuff. So they got to hijack and steal whatever the rest of us are enjoying. So this was one of those you can't beat them, join them type situations. Bayonetta was still doing well. So then they wanted to claim her as a queer icon. Well, then she gets married and has a kid with a man. Obviously, the only way that can work. And then they get all mad about it. With Nier Automata, 2B had so much backlash. People freaking, yeah, this is objectifying this, that, and the other. But then now, whenever they're complaining about Eve, it's like, oh, but 2B was okay. We like 2B because she represents cosplayer culture. They're always moving the goalposts. They're always pretending. Look at what happened with the jab mandates and stuff. Look at how those of us who spoke out against it, like myself, got canceled, this, that, and the other. Well, then now if you talk about it, they will pretend like, wait, what are you talking about? Nobody had to get, what do you mean? Nobody had to get that. Nobody had to get the jab. They're just going to pretend like they weren't wishing actual unalivement on people who were not getting the jab. I have people telling me they hope I would be unalived because I wouldn't get the jab, but they want to pretend like that's the thing is they will lie. They will straight up lie and pretend like none of that ever happened, which is stupid. And so now this is kind of stuff we're going to see here with Eve because once everybody loves playing her and she becomes a popular character, oh, wait a minute. We always liked her. She's a girl boss. So let's see what this says here. We always liked Stellar Blade. Eve was always a powerful, great game girl boss. We have always been at war with East Asia. So we have this tweet. Where is the widespread journalist outrage you promised? You only cite a tiny amount of examples of your supposed culture war. Dude, we already shared some today too. Right on cue. Gameplay is solid. Now they're going to pretend like they always liked Stellar Blade. Good thing everyone has the receipts. And then Vaza here says, can you share those receipts with the class? Just flat out pretending like it didn't happen. I cannot deal. These are some of my least favorite people in all of the universe. is people who will say something or do something, and then when you talk about it, pretend like it never happened. Wait, what do you mean? We didn't do that. Same thing with freaking people mutilating children and stuff. Wait, what do you mean? People don't have surgeries on kids, gender surgeries on kids. They're not doing that. They did. They did. It wasn't until we started speaking out against this crap that some places changed their. Matt Walsh talked about a lot of that with them doing the removing the top surgery for girls as young as 11 years old. And then these hospitals were changing their website because they got exposed for all that. Or there are even some. Wasn't Jazz Jennings, didn't he get his wiener cut off when he was like 17 or something? This stuff was happening to children, was happening to teenagers, and not to mention the puberty blockers. And they want to pretend like, oh, wait, no, that didn't happen. What are you talking about? It did happen, and they were the one wanting it to happen. So then I can't stand people who do that, where it's like, oh, I have a problem because of you guys pushing this. Wait, we didn't do that. What are you talking about? You can't reason with people like that. If people will not even acknowledge what they said, if they want to learn and be like, oh, heck, I was wrong. And they can't switcheroo and act like none of us ever admit we're wrong. I admit I'm wrong. I've been wrong before all the time. I have been wrong before many times. I ain't afraid to admit it. But a lot of these people will not even admit it. So then he just links right there. So yeah, they just want to, and then we have Lyle here who says, reminder. Oh yeah, Bayonetta 2. So this is where less positive is the same exaggerated sexualization that hung heavy around the last game's neck. I'll forgive the high heels and the exaggerated proportions, if only because there's so many other things to criticize. Bayonetta's new outfit delivers bold new developments in revealing clothing with the introduction of diamond cutouts on the butt of her jumpsuit, creating what I can only refer to as underbutt. This reminds me of underboob, underbutt, cleavage. When standing in place, her shoulders are bent back to point her chest at ... whatever. Okay, here they are hating on her, and then they want to claim that, oh wait, never mind, she's been a queer icon all along. They're going to pretend like none of this happened. People have the receipts. I'm glad for those who collect those receipts because I don't have all of them. Oh yeah, so we also have this. Lyle shared this. Rolling Stone's Stellar Blade review is certainly ... something. So here we have Stellar Blade is a teenage boy's idea of the perfect video game. Don't teenage boys represent like most gamers? I know at least used to. So is this a bad thing that the biggest audience of gamers would like this game? PlayStation's latest is a gory mashup of sweaty action and cheesecake gazing. Okay. Why do they hate women? Why? That's what it all boils down to. They want to act like they're being, oh, this was so good for, we care about women. They're the one complaining because, oh no, a woman, it's a woman who looks like a woman. And honestly, and they use this picture. What is wrong with this picture? Nothing. She's got on like a futuristic bodysuit and a bomber jacket. And she's got that cute nerd vibe going on, which, oh my goodness, talk about like top tier aesthetics. Hot nerd. You can't go wrong with hot nerd. Men and women. Hot nerd is a great aesthetic, and I want to see more of it in video games. We see an anime, which is fun. But hot nerd, it's a great aesthetic. And look at how she's rocking it. I love it. I love it. You love to see it. And then compare this stuff. They're just so mad because then that freaking ugly character from Star Wars Outlaws that nobody cares about. You know? Why couldn't you make her cute? Like, so here we have, let's see, he's also got this Lara Croft Booth Babes thing. There was a point in the not too recent past where gaming was considered hold on, it's cutting off on my screen. a hobby mostly targeted at teenage boys back when Tomb Raider's Lara Croft became a major magazine centerfold. Well, first of all, like I said, teenage boys were the main demographic of gamers. I don't know about current demographics and all that. I know a lot of they want to act like women make up 50%, but they're counting mobile games. Like my aunt who plays bingo on her phone, which love her, but she's not a gamer. She wouldn't even call herself one. They're counting stuff like that. But oh, God forbid people actually try to make games for their main demographic. But if we're really going to talk about demographics for Tomb Raider, old school Tomb Raider, I mean, Eidos Interactive came out and said with Tomb Raider 1 that females made up like 40% of the fan base for Tomb Raider 1. I doubt it's even close to that for the rebooted stuff. So they can't be demonizing how Lara Croft looked when that's the case. All right, so let's continue. Gaming expos were mostly famous for their booth babes than actual games. Since when? Since when? Who was like, oh, I can't wait for E3 because booth babes? No, I don't know a single person who said that. People were excited for E3 because of the games. The booth babes were there. They were, people who liked the booth babes. That was a bonus. That wasn't like that. Did not take centerfold stage for what the event was all about. That's just absurd. Oh, it's more famous for booth babes and games. No. Not even true. They just lie. They just flat out lie. It was the norm for the industry to cater solely to the interests of pubescent young men. In recent years, strides have been made, and despite pushback from a vocal minority, technology has brought us to the point where women in video games can actually look like, well, women rather than cartoonish, gun-toting facsimiles of Jessica Rabbit. Okay, first of all, this didn't age well because female characters don't look like women anymore. Very rare. They usually look like these weird androgynous they them looking things. Way defeminizing. Guess what? Girls don't like it. We like our female characters to look female, and we like them to be beautiful, idealistic. Just like we like the male characters to be strong and idealistic. But every so often, a game comes along that eschews modern sensibility to utilize all of the industry's greatest tech in service of a clear vision. What if video games made you horned? We say horned. What if video games made you horned? This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. This reads like they're the ones with the problem. You can't play a game with an attractive character without keeping your head in the gutter the whole time. Like it was said in a super chat earlier, it becomes like window dressing after a while when you get when you play these games and you see the characters, they look attractive, they look if it's a female character, she looks beautiful, or a male character, he looks hot, whatever, but you're still focused on the game. You're not watching it like it's some pornography or something. Okay, so let me get to some more super chats before we get to some more stuff. Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU with a $2 says, where's Drunk's winch? You're fired, lol. Oh, Drunk 3PO? I don't know. I don't know the joke here. Bones a whiz ready with a $5 super chat says, reminds me of in the movie Fight Club when they changed the line to I haven't been effed like that since grade school. What? Careful what you wish for. I don't understand the context. All right. Ara Akbar go boom with a $2 super chat says 1K viewers on your first stream. Return of the Mac. Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you guys. Chris Wilcox with a $9.99 says, just want to give a little support because there's not enough people like you out there to listen to. Oh, you're so kind. Dank Artist Here Productions with a $5 super chat says, hey, Melanie, I got a question. Do you have Discord? If so, can I join? I do. And I used to have a vanity link for it, but I think they got rid of it Well, I don't even think they didn't tell me, but it just quit working one day. And I'm guessing because I'm not on Discord's good side. I mean, the server's still up, but used to it would be discord.gg/MelanieMac, but that hasn't worked for a while. I believe on my link tree, if you go to linktr.ee/MelanieMac, there should be a Discord link there. Or if one of the mods wants to post a link, there's like I have a prayer team there with prayer meetings and everything. It's great. Also gaming talk, go boom talk, whatever. Disco Cobra with the $50 super chat. Thank you for the 50. Oh, hey, Mel. So what made you decide to start streaming on this channel? Thought you mainly did gaming streams. So now you have the quartering/gaming channel/ this channel, plus your G&G/neurotic physics. You taking over the internet, total domination. Well, it was on one of my last gaming streams. I was talking about, I don't know, I think I was talking about something that was going on Twitter. And I was like, hey, it'd be fun to do like a weekly show like this instead of just only doing gaming streams. And yeah, chat was like, yeah, that would be great. And I've been wanting to do something on the Go Boom channel live since I just only do VOD content there. So it just made sense. This will take precedent over gaming streams. But I still would like to do one gaming stream a week when I can, as well on my other channel at Melanie Mac on YouTube. So stay tuned. I probably, for my next gaming stream, hopefully I'll be able to do on Monday evening. Because I do definitely want to stream Stellar Blade, but I've got a little family trip I'm doing with my mom and at least one of my aunts, maybe two. So we're gonna have a fun weekend out. So I won't be there. I would love to call you that, Squishy Bee. Squishy Bee. I don't want to get banned though. I know I could on Rumble, but hi. Yeah, that's all I can do right now. So let's see where. Okay, so there was that. We've got Robert McNeil with the $5 super chat says, shut up and take my money. Thank you so much. Wicked Steel with the $2 super chat. We got time. Pitt doesn't pick for another 9 picks. Yep. That's why I can get away with this stream right now. I don't even know. I watched the first about hour almost of the draft with my brothers. They're like, who do you want the Steelers to pick? I'm like, I don't know. First of all, I'm a girl, so I ain't as versed on this stuff. I try. But we got 2 quarterback options right now. Looking pretty good there. So I don't know, maybe fix our O-line up a bit. We'll see. The Squid with the $10 super chat says, speaking of Bring Me the Horizon, Bad Omens is a better band these days. And Bad Omens, I know they have had some pretty blasphemous stuff. I know at least one of their songs. But I want to say in an interview, I was looking into that because at one point, because I started listening to Bad Omens like a year ago, and then someone on Instagram sent a DM request about it. And they were like, oh, they're like really blasphemous. And I was like, oh crap, because I know I listen to a lot of like metal, alt rock, that kind of stuff. And so I do know that there's, a lot of these musicians aren't Christian. A lot of them are like atheists, and a lot of them are even against Christianity or whatever. And so for me, it's just that balance of where do I draw the line? And does a band have to be Christian for me to listen to it? No, but I do draw the line at outright blasphemy. But then when I looked into Bad Omens, which they definitely do have a song that's pretty blasphemous, but then there was an interview where the lead singer was like, hey, I've moved on from some of the things that I've said in the past and stuff. I'm not about that or whatever. I can't remember the exact words, but he basically was saying, I've matured as an artist. So it's like, okay, I'll give them a chance. Now, if they pull something like Bring Me the Horizon just did recently, which I'll dive into that more here momentarily, then yeah, I'm done. I don't do the outright blaspheming stuff. But if a band is not religious, and they even sing about not being religious. I don't care, but if they're directly blaspheming Jesus Christ, I can't do it. That's why I got a lot of backlash for the Bring Me the Horizon stuff, which I can show you guys um later. Let me get to a couple more super chats and then we'll get to the next topic. We got J Pal with a $2 super chat. Why on earth is Deadpool saying he's Marvel Jesus? What? I didn't even see that. I really have no interest in Deadpool personally. Um, but that's just me. But okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Remdog with the $5 super chat says, I hereby christen this podcast with a fiver. Maybe a repeat, but oh well. All the best. Thank you so much. Tony Morrow with the 199 says, fried pork rinds equals best low carb snack. Easily. I do. Like, here's the thing. I used to make pork rind nachos to be keto/carnivore because I'm carnivore. I will have keto days here and there, or even a cheat day once in a blue moon, but not that often. But mostly in my day-to-day, I'm carnivore. I would make the most bomb carnivore nachos with pork rinds. But I started eating according to like Old Testament clean foods. So I don't eat pork anymore or shellfish. Every once in a while I'll still have shellfish, but that's what I personally do. I don't think everybody has to do that, but I do that. I don't know. I just feel I just yeah, I can't bring myself to eat pork right now. I've tried and I always feel guilty. I just can't do it. So that's me. But I don't expect everybody else, even if you're Christian, to have to follow that. Let's get into some more of this, and then I will get to more super chats and all that. I've got a lot. I've talked about Stellar Blade a whole lot, so I do really need to get into some other stuff. But just a little bit more on Stellar Blade. People are actually saying, if only Sweet Baby Inc. worked on this game, Stellar Blade would not have been racist. Okay, first of all, racist? That wasn't even racist. That all that. But dude, they would have ruined it. Eve would have looked ugly. She wouldn't have been allowed to be cute. She wouldn't have been allowed to be pretty. We wouldn't have had the outfits. Basically, what Sweet Baby Inc. would have done when made the game is unfun and bland and boring as possible. And as a woman, don't want that. I don't want that. Let the characters be cute. I already showed these. Oh, and here's some of the outfits. I think they're cute. I really don't see a problem. Games Radar is mad. Stellar Blade puts Eve in some incredibly stupid, sexy outfits that hurt the game's story. But despite the forced sex appeal, I actually love her detailed design. The outfits are cute. It's not ruining the story. You don't like some of the outfits? Don't wear them. Wear the other ones. You don't have to wear the bikini, for example. But this is just bringing me back to old school games. We had a bunch of outfits like this for the characters. This was not anything new. Now, this is what I wanted to dive in that somebody shared with me. Stellar Blade is based on the Bible, but don't take it too seriously, it says. I wanted to see what this was about. Let's see how Stellar Blade is as a Bible connoisseur, as somebody who enjoys reading the Bible. Let's dive into this and let me give my Christian opinion on this. All right, so let's see. Stellar Blade is out this week, and our review, which you can read right here, is positive. We like the game, and we're impressed by the depth of its action and world building ahead of its release. But after spending some time with the game, we had a chance to reconnect with Shift Up CEO and Stellar Blade director Hung Tae Kim after speaking with him earlier this year. This time we spoke to him through a translator about inspirations for the game beyond Nier Automata, like the Bible and the Matrix. The approach to costumes. Okay, so let's see multiple endings. I want to see the Bible part. Gameplay reward for unlocking costumes, but they are important for incentive to the player. Why are the costumes so important? I mean, this goes back to games in general. Even look at Tomb Raider, like Tomb Raider Legend and stuff. We loved unlocking the costumes. I like to see that. I like to see that they're not microtransactions. I like to see that you could unlock costumes in a game. That will, for me as a gamer, that will motivate me to look for secrets or do this or get these achievements or do that and the other, whatever it takes. If I get to unlock an outfit, I'm going to do it. Okay. So for the outfits, the design myself, 3D model. Okay, I don't really care that much. I'm trying to see about the Bible. Lore reason why Eve wears so many costumes. Dude, why would anybody wear a bunch of outfits? It's because we're humans and we wear clothes. Come on. What's she supposed to do? Wear the same outfit every day in her life? What did he say? There was some kind of lore behind Eve showing off a lot of interest in the costumes that were left behind on the surface of Earth. We did have that concept, and it was part of her character. But then we later decided that this doesn't really have to be shown in the game. We don't have to really make it known in the game. So that got taken out, but that lore still exists. See, you don't need a reason. I agree with that. Do you have to have a reason to explain why a character is wearing cute outfits? No. Um, did you ever consider tying costumes to character upgrades? See, okay. Who embraces her sexuality and uses it as a weapon? See, that's the thing. Is I think this developer's probably like, dude, it ain't that deep. She's just a pretty girl. It doesn't have to be this big, huge plot point of, wait, why is she so pretty though? She just is. Do we have to explain why she's attractive? Can she just be? Eve is aware of those charms that she possesses, so she's not that kind of character. Or I don't think Eve is aware of those charms. Yeah, so she's just a humble character. That's refreshing. Okay. Where is the Bible part? They made that the whole headline, and it's not even. See, this character, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I really like this character. I think she's going to be my favorite. There is in the Matrix, there's a Haven City of Zion. In Stellar Blade, there is the Haven City of Xion, or however. In Stellar Blade, there is a location called Matrix 11. The Matrix was co-directed by Lily Wachowski. In Stellar Blade, there is a character named Lily. Are all these coincidences? Okay. One of the movies I love, but rather than any inspiration of references. Okay. But what about. Okay, here we go. Here's the Bible parts. That makes sense because the Matrix looks to the Christian Bible as well. Oh, let's see. Oh, here he has the Bible as well. Okay, so let's see that we got from the movie. You should see the Bible as more of a source of those inspirations. But then that doesn't mean this whole story was based on the Bible heavily. It is more like they share similar lores. So they did take inspiration from the Bible. That's interesting. Let's see how. In terms of materials that we got for the plot, yes, the Bible. And yes, it does have to do with the themes of the plot as well. But then ultimately, at the end of the day, this is an action adventure game. So when the players play this game, they can just take this lightly and just enjoy the game. When people think, oh, this was based on the Bible, then they tend to take it more seriously and expect maybe a heavier, more serious story there. And of course, we're thankful for that interpretation. But what we wanted to focus on was more of the gameplay itself. Interesting. Okay. So I think that's cool that there's a Bible inspiration. So it's not directly, okay, this isn't a Bible game, but there's inspiration from the Bible with the game story. I think that's super cool. Oh gosh, this is another. Okay, so we've got through the Stellar Blade topics. So let's go ahead and get some more super chats, and then I want to watch some of these other funny videos and such that I pulled up. And then I can also show you guys some of the Bring Me the Horizon backlash I got because that was insanity. All right, so next super chat. Kingdom Hearts Gamer says, why are they ruin our fun? For real, they always want to ruin our fun. Video games are art. And when they censor stuff from the original art is like stupid and gay. I agree. 1000% Kingdom Hearts Gamer. Delivery Man Q with the $5 super chat says, your brazen attitude against the mob has helped me feel stronger in my faith. No more bending, even if they break me. Thanks, Mel. Thank you so much. And that's something that I really like to and I get a lot of backlash from this, even from some people who say they're Christians. Some of them I don't think they actually are, I think, but I can't say that with all of them. But people expect Christians to be pushovers, to be doormats, to be hippies. And Christianity has been hijacked by this hippie movement. I think it's from the enemy. I think it's from Satan to keep Christians docile and controllable. And so when Christians feel like they can't stick up for themselves and they're conforming to society, they're conforming to a lot of crazy stuff straight from Satan even. And so yeah, it's been a huge problem. There's not a lot of strong Christians as much anymore. Well, I like to be that strong Christian. I don't put up with crap. Some people get offended by it. Some people think I'm a bad Christian because of it. But when I'm reading the Bible, um, I see the people that God used in the Bible being strong and being instructed to be strong. So that's how I like to be. All right, so we've got Elstad Barrett with the $10 super chat says, "This is great to see finally. Do you plan on having guests in the future?" Thank you. I am having a lot of fun with this. I would like to have some guests sometimes. I probably not on every episode, but sometimes I think it would be fun to have a guest. So you guys can let me know who you would like to see. I know one guest I would like to have sometime would be Vera Dark. She is a very unrated YouTuber slash content creator. Very underrated. I think she deserves a lot more views, a lot more followers. So maybe one of these days, once I can get over my introversion, I can organize something like that. But we'll see. That would be a really fun time. All right, we've got Bones A Whiz Ready with the $5 super chat says, "By the way, as a Broncos fan, enjoy our sloppy thirds at QB. We have to deal with the MILF Hunter, unfortunately." Oh, you guys got Zach Wilson. Did you just get him? That's funny. Thank you. Mad Dog Gamer with the $2 super chat says, "Mel Max / Vera Dark Base Girls collab stream win." See, look at that. You are way ahead of me there. One of these days, I would love to play in something like that. I think it would be a great time. Push-ups 2345 with a $2 super chat says, "Bring me the Horizon fans are ball followers." And you are Elijah. I try. Now, oh my gosh, if you guys don't know about Elijah was mocking the Baal worshippers they had their altar and they were wanting Baal to like show he was listening to them and all that. And Elijah was mocking them and was like, "Oh, maybe he's relieving himself on the toilet." It was funny. That's what people need to read that. People who think that Christians all have to be pushovers and all this, they need to read that. Daniel M with the $9.99 says, "Godzilla movies are now the Fast and Furious of monster movies." I just wanted to say that. They really are lately, especially the MonsterVerse versions. I like the MonsterVerse movies for what they are, but I didn't like the last one at all. I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but I felt like it was so cringe. Don't even freaking get me started. That vet guy was insufferable. The podcaster guy was too, but he already was. This was way worse than Godzilla versus Kong. Way worse. Godzilla versus Kong was better. It already wasn't perfect, but dude, that vet guy, and he's like, "I gotcha. I gotcha." I'm like, why are they making this so cringe? Why is it so cringe? It's unbelievably cringe, but a lot of people loved it. So it is what it is. Godzilla -1 is the best out of the newer stuff. And some people were like, "Hey, it's not going to be -1. I didn't expect it to be." I was not happy with it. Solitary Red with the $2 super chat says, "The soy is powerful with that journo." Ain't that the truth? My goodness. Junior with a $5 super chat says, "F-Slur merch is a brilliant idea coming soon, so stay tuned." Astro Boy with another $2 super sticker. Thank you so much. I already showed this earlier, but thank you again, Bird Up, for that Wombo $50 super chat. We've got David Shimke with the $10 super chat says, "Congrats launching your new show. I am inspired by you so much, and I hope you have massive success." You're so nice. Thank you. Got Tevin Krotak with a $5 super chat. "Gaming was far more enjoyable when it was still just an escape from reality and didn't have these identity politics injected in it." I agree. Gaming has definitely took a turn for the worse with all of this ideology that has taken over. I miss when gaming was just a fun escape. Oh my gosh, we got a wombo tip from Kongzilla with the $99.99. Thank you so much. Just dropping by to send congrats to Mel on the launch of her live show. Sending my best from the Steel City. Go Steelers! Love the Mighty Mac. Lol. Congrats. Have a great time. You're so nice. Thank you so much. Always so supportive. And I really, really appreciate it. So thank you. All right, guys. I wanted to look at a couple funny things. And then after that, well, maybe we'll actually get into the Bring Me the Horizon drama first. Let's do that because, okay, let me find that. Okay. Can you guys see this? Oh, no, why can't you guys see this if it's in this window? Well, let me just pin it over here or something and then maybe it'll work. Okay. There we go. There we go. So this is what started it all. This is what started. Well, I made a quote tweet first, but then I made this little video. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Let me play this for you guys, and then I will show you guys the backlash I got for this. My mentions were filled with Satan worshipers and the satanic people over this. Can you guys hear that, by the way? Let me know. And while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me, let me make sure if I missed anything on the Twitch side. Like any, because I can't. Okay, Mr. Obvious with 47 months on Twitch subbed. Thank you so much. Roth Hop with 9 months. And I don't know if I missed some other. I see some bits and stuff. I'm so sorry if for some of the stuff I'm missing. I bet if I go to the Streamlabs dashboard, that's where I can, because I'm using StreamYard right now for this. But if I go to the Streamlabs dashboard, I can look at what you guys did, and I will make sure to give you your shout outs before the stream is over. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, you guys couldn't hear it? No? Nope, you can't hear it. Crap. I don't know how to make it where you can hear it. Well, rip dreams. I'm just going to show you guys then. And then, well, crap. I wanted to show some other things that I'm going to need audio to work. How do let's try it again. Present, share screen. Some screens let you share audio. Look for the share audio checkbox next to the window. Well, we will try. Window to share audio, share a tab or a screen. Oh, because I was sharing. Okay, so I've got to share a tab. Wow, that's a lot. This tab's called, how do I see what tab it is? Scrums. Oh, here it is. All right. All right. I'll show you guys. All right, here we go. Tell me if you can.
Last night at like 2.
You guys hear that? That one should work. And then we can go from there because, oh my goodness, was the backlash real with that? Okay, this will give you guys context, and then I will show you the backlash.
So Bring Me the Horizon made an extremely blasphemous tweet last night at like 2 a.m. Now, I already know this band is atheist, and I know they're against religion and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, whatever. I still listen to them. It wasn't a huge deal what a band's personal beliefs are. But in this case, and in this outright blasphemy, can't do it. I took them off of all of my playlists. Let me just read it to you and I'll continue. Anyway, so they were announcing their tour date here, and they said, if Jesus Christ returns, we'll just unalive that effer 2 times. I saw that. I was done. Their new album has been my most anticipated album of the year. I have been listening to their singles on loop nonstop practically since they dropped them. But I am done. I don't even care anymore. People can call me soft. They can say this, that, or the other, but I will not stand for outright blasphemy against Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Okay, so as you can see, this has 2.6 million views on it. I got a bunch of quote tweets from people just acting very mad. So first of all, let's unpack this first because they want to be like, oh, well then why do you listen to metal? Then why do you listen to metal? First of all, that's not metal, okay? It's not metal of them to blaspheme Jesus Christ like that, because that is, if they really wanted to go all metal, then they wouldn't pick the absolute easiest to get away with thing to pick on, and that is picking on Christians. And so yeah, that was very safe of them to do. There's nothing edgy or metal about that. And also, let's be real, Bring Me the Horizon is a pop metal band. They're not actually metal. They're very poppy. Okay? So they want to act like this is so cool, so edgy. It wasn't. It was very cringe, if anything. But even so, and I ain't gonna pretend like I like pop metal. So I loved their singles. I loved the singles that they had coming up with this new album, and it was my most anticipated album of the year. But I'm not listening anymore because I'm not supporting this crap. I'm just not. So I got a ton of backlash from that. Let me show you guys some of the crap. Can I like Okay, here we go. Here we go. So, oh yeah. So I made this tweet after because, oh my gosh, my mentions, people telling me that they wanted me unalive. There was one guy who said, I hope she gets R-worded by a bunch of people of color. You really can't make this stuff up. So a bunch of people who are identifying as Satanists and had Hail Satan and all this stuff in their profiles, this, that, and the other, were coming after me. I said, demons are mad. Y'all can stay mad. Christ is king. Jesus wins. Every single one of you will be bowing down to him one day. That also made a lot of people mad. But hey, it's true. And then, of course, a bunch of people coming after me for being, oh, you're not being a good Christian because of this, because you're just blah, blah, blah. They expect me to be a big pushover. Well, then at church, the sermon, the pastor talked about Jonah. And it really clicked with me because I was just like, wow, this really puts a lot into perspective about against these people who expect Christians to be giant pushovers. I said here, notice how God told Jonah to speak against the wicked and not go to Nineveh and be nice so they will serve me because you are a nice person. Miss me with that hippie stuff that has hijacked the faith. I follow God's word. And I can't even tell you how many times people are just like, oh no, you don't. They get on to me for standing up against these freaking people and for being a strong Christian and fighting back. And they're like, no, you shouldn't be doing all this. This is mean. You should just instead just live a good life and let people see that. And then because you're living and you're a good life and because you're so nice, people will want to be Christian because you are. That's bullcrap. That obviously we should be leading by example as Christians, but the Bible doesn't say, hey, by the way, just be a nice person and that will make people come to the faith. Doesn't say that. What we have here is the Lord gave this message to Jonah, son of Amittai. Get up and go to the great city of Nineveh. Announce my judgment against it because I have seen how wicked its people are. We are supposed to speak against the wickedness. We're supposed to speak against sin and against evil going on in this world. And like what I do with a lot of this woke ideology, we are instructed to do that. We aren't just supposed to be accepting and tolerant of sin. So anyway, more Satanists in my mentions. So I shared this. I said, I wrote a bunch of Satanists in my mentions. I'm not scared of y'all, nor do I seek your approval. Now, this post, they blocked me. But they were calling me, oh, you're a transphobe, you're a homophobe, you're this, that, and the other. And I said, so many compliments, I'm blushing. And then this one, she blocked me after talking big game, which I got the screenshots, y'all. I got the screenshot so I can show you, but it was hilarious because she goes, trigger warning. She wants to pretend like she's so edgy, so metal. And she put a trigger warning because nothing says metal like a trigger warning. This is what's so embarrassing for the metal community is being hijacked by these snowflakes that put a trigger warning. The most unmetal thing imaginable. So she goes, trigger warning, hate speech in the OP because I made a tweet saying about why people seethe when I say the F slur. Demons mad. So she goes, you don't belong at metal concerts. You don't belong in this scene. It's not for you. And I promise, if I ever see you at one, you'll wish you had stayed home because I got these demons in me and they fight. She thinks she's so edgy for that, which I replied to that. And I said, you think I care if the metal scene accepts me? I don't serve metal. I serve Jesus. I've been an outcast my whole life. I don't need your acceptance. It's like, dude, you think I really freaking care? I don't, especially with how woke the metal scene has become and all these snowflakes. So she says that, throws that threat in there. She wants to talk big game. So this is what she looks like. Like, come on. And I ain't even trying to insult her looks in terms of attractiveness. I'm just saying she's a shrimp, right? She probably comes up to my shoulder. Am I supposed to be scared? So I said, am I supposed to be scared of this? And she said, yeah, actually, because unlike you, I'll actually knock your teeth down your throats. Throats? So I have more than one throat, apparently. And that's a promise. I don't even think she could reach my teeth, let alone knock them in. Oh, so scary. So scared of this hobbit. How tall am I? I'm only like 5'6" or 7. So I'm not like super tall, but this girl, if you look at the thing, she's probably this tall. She's probably like 5 foot even, if that. Bro, I am not scared of this person. She ain't gonna knock my teeth in. She can't even reach my teeth. All right, so that ended up getting, that tweet got taken down because obviously she's saying it was violent. Then she blocked me. And look, she, her. Oh, she's so metal. Pronouns in bio. The most unmetal freaking thing. I don't even want to freaking hear it with these people acting like they're so metal. First of all, you're defending a pop metal band. Second of all, pronouns in bio. Trigger warning. They would not survive 90s and early 2000s metal that actually has my favorite F slur in it. A lot of the songs. Like, oh, come on, man. So yeah, she talked a big game. Oh, I'm gonna knock your teeth in, and that's a promise. And then she blocks me. Hilarious. And so anyway, this is where it gets funny too, because then somebody right here, Maxine Violet, says, lol, poser. Let me show you what this person who called me a poser looks like. It's a dude. A dude. Trying to be like, what is that? Ray Ripley? I don't even know what wrestlers, but apparently he's trying to look like Ray Ripley. So I said, man pretending to be a woman calls me a poser. He is the very definition of a poser, but no, I'm the poser. Okay? This is where Twitch is going to ban me. I'm getting banned on Twitch after this stream. I said, you're a man posing as a woman. You're calling me a poser. It's hilarious. Not going to lie. And he goes, not to mention you have to filter your photos way more than I do. Check yourself, bro. First of all, his stuff was really filtered. I'm like, I'm on streams. I'm on videos. This is not filtered. He goes on to accuse me. Oh, yeah, you filter every video and every picture is filtered. Bro, no. I post pictures. The high majority of my pictures are completely unedited at all. But sometimes if I post a picture and the lighting's really bad, I might adjust some of the brightness and this, that, or the other, or any of that. But do I use those filters that distort my face? No. And on my streams, like right now, completely DSLR camera, no filter. But of course, he has to cope. He has to cope. So even with his filters and stuff, still cannot look like a woman because he's not. So yeah. Oh, I also gotta hold on. So then I started talking about solo leveling and stuff because I was like, dude, I ain't got time for this. So I made this video because somebody on TikTok was like, Ollie would hate you, or Ollie would not like you. Ollie, who is the lead singer of Bring Me the Horizon. First of all, like, I give a crap. Do you think I was thinking when I made that tweet, oh, is Ollie gonna like me? I don't give a crap. But then I made this video. I gotta show you guys. Ollie would not like you at all. Oh, you mean this Ollie who's about as edgy as a butter knife and sings teeny bopper pop metal and blasphemes Jesus Christ like a 12-year-old who just found Reddit for the first time because, oh, life is so hard despite getting everything he could have ever wanted? That Ollie? Okay. I do hope that one day he finds Jesus Christ so he can find a shred of happiness outside of himself. But do I really care if he likes me? No, I'm good. So it's like, you think that's some big thing? Like, oh, Ollie would not. Oh, am I supposed to care? You think I cared when I spoke out against the crap that his stupid 12-year-old Reddit atheist edgelord tweeting? Like, I care if he likes me? No, I'm good. Also, apparently he's vegan, and someone was saying in the comments that whenever they watched them in concert in Kentucky, he was crying about Kentucky Fried Chicken and, oh, don't eat the chickens and this and that. Okay, so edgy. So edgy, edgy metal boy crying about people eating chicken. Okay. Okay. So yeah, and on TikTok, oh my gosh, the backlash was freaking real. A bunch of people making videos hating on me, which I don't even care. I didn't even watch most of them. I think I never even watched a full one of any of them because I was like, whatever, I'm still gonna say what I'm gonna say. That's the thing, is I don't if and even so, I still got more likes on a video than the hate comments, but I don't really freaking give a crap. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, even if there's backlash. And that's what people forget, is they think, oh, well, we're not going to welcome you in the metal community. I don't give a crap. Like I said earlier, I don't serve metal. I serve Jesus Christ. So at the end of the day, I don't care who hates me. I am seeking Jesus Christ's approval. That's what matters, not any of this other crap. So, yeah. Oh, hold on. I can, as an old man who lived in the pits, I can firmly declare that none of these. Thank you. I accidentally highlighted the wrong chat, but that was a good one. Based, dude, I know I'm getting banned from Twitch. This will probably be my last Twitch stream. I highlighted the freedom of speech platform. All right, well said. Let me get to some bless that old man. Exactly. Let me make sure I dashboard. Let me make sure. Oh wait, how do I see the alert box? Wait, how do I look at crap? I missed. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything from the Twitch side, like any gifted subs or anything like that. But I don't. I just see the regular subs. I don't see gifted, so I don't think I missed. Okay, good. We're good. Dr. Death resubbed with the 2 months, says, oh, hey, Mel. Hi. Roaring T-Rex with the 100 bits. Thank you. The Killer Spotlight with 100 bits. Thank you. Okay. And then we got Liquid Vitriol with the sub on Twitch as well. So, all right, let's check some super chats, shall we? Let me make sure if there's Randall says getting banned on Twitch makes episode 1 even better. That would be hilarious. It was like, hey guys, we talk about metal. If you really want to be metal, is episode 1 of a stream getting banned for episode 1. That's metal. Oh my gosh, we got a Wombo super chat from David Shimke. I love the Gurr picture too. I'm a big fan of freaking Gurr. Adorable. I have to reward you for the Gurr shirt. Yes, I wore day before yesterday. And getting my name right. I did. Yay. Thank you. Great job on your first episode, Swoon. Thank you. You're so kind. Thank you so much. So yeah. Oh, this is episode 1. Yes, this is episode 1. You guys are here witnessing the very first Go Boom Live. It'll probably get me banned. Oh, look. Let me highlight a hater. McWizard860, thank you so much for the engagement. Melanie Mack is a 37-year-old childish woman making videos to cope with that. This is cute. It's funny that they make that as an insult. They act like, and these are the people who want to act like they care so much about women and this, that, and the other. You're literally putting my entire value on whether or not I have children. So it looks like you don't have room to call anybody a misogynist but yourself. I didn't want to have children or I would have had them. So if you think that's some sick burn that I don't have children by choice, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, I think people having children is an amazing thing, but I'll never say never that I'll never have kids, but up until this point in my life, I didn't want kids, so I don't have kids. We got a $20 super chat from Disco Cobra, who says, so the whole metal community prides itself on being inclusive, not just in the woke way. Most metalheads are not that douchey. These are fringe lunatics who think they are cool by talking about Christians, not accurate of all. I agree with that 1000%. Metalheads are really cool people, and they're not people that you have to tiptoe around to that you don't offend. So a lot of these people who have hijacked the metal scene and with their trigger warnings and their pronouns and bios and this and that, and they're easily offended, they don't represent the actual metal community, because one thing about the metal community is that they don't give a crap. They're not easily offended. It is not metal to be offended by an F slur or whatever. Like, come on, bro. So anyway, let's get into some more super chats. David here, I think I read this one, but yes, I already read that one. So let's see what we got here. Troy News with a $5 super chat says Zero Suit Samus is sexy as heck. Where was the outrage 20 years ago? I'm convinced these writers just want attention. They do. They're not actual gamers. They're retarded. No other way around it. They just want to find reasons to be offended and push their ideology on that. So anyway, that's that. Some people say, oh, I honestly believe you would regret not having kids. Well, maybe so. We'll see, I guess. But at the end of the day, I don't see why people make it their concern what if I have kids or not. It's my life. If it's God's will for me to, if that's what God wants for me, then it'll happen. So, but up until this point, that hasn't been the case, and I'm totally fine with that. All right, so let's go with John Harrison with a $2 super chat. Says, congrats on the new format, Mel. Thank you. I'm having a blast. This is really fun, and I really like using StreamYard for this, where I can actually highlight the comments, the super chats, this and that, because on my streams, I do really like to interact with you guys. And it makes it a lot easier to interact with you guys when I can actually put your chats up on. Oh my gosh! Holy moly! Douglas Kaplan with the $3.99.99. Oh, I can't even right now. Oh my goodness. Wanted to help with your live chat. Take care and good luck with it all. Thank you so much. I definitely need sound effects for applause and things like that, because wow, what a beast. Thank you so much for that super wombo, amazing, supportive super chat. Oh my goodness, you guys have been ringing in the episode 1 of Go Boom Live amazingly. Wow. Thank you all so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that. All right. So we've got Kevin here with the $4.99. Recently bought the 2013 Tomb Raider Definitive Edition game. Worth it? Have never played a Tomb Raider game. I think that the remasters would be great for you to play because the classics are way better. But sorry, I'm just laughing because I realize I have this picture right here that you guys are having to stare at the whole time. Here, you can look at my dog. You might want to look at that instead of keeping that on the screen. But yeah, I think the classics are better, so you might want to jump into like the remasters. But hey, some people really like the reboot stuff. It's an action game. It's not actually a Tomb Raider game, but it's a fun game if you like action games. But I don't think it represents Tomb Raider well, and I don't think it represents Lara Croft well. And I personally am done supporting anything Crystal Dynamics does, but it is what it is. So that's a much better view. Thank you. My apologies for making you guys have to stare at Ollie in a maid costume for that long. All right, so we got Bird Up with the $5 super chat, says just dropping another super chat to recommend PN03 since you said you never played it. It's way underrated and I still play it from time to time. I need to look that up. Was that on multiplat? I know it was on GameCube, I believe. Was it multiplat? The other day I went to the mall with my mom and my aunt, and there was this store that sells a bunch of retro stuff, including retro video games. And I bought Eon Flux on PS2 there. And I'm excited to play it because I never played it. So I don't even remember. I think I do remember around when it came out and the reviews and stuff, but I don't remember if it was good or not. I'm guessing it probably didn't get great reviews or anything like that, but I still want to play it. I bought it, so I'll be giving it a shot. So I need to get that too. I also, I've had this for a while. I have Wet, that game, and the Blood Rain games. And also Primal. I want to buy those like female lead PS2, PS3 games because I love those. I love those type of games. So do I stand the whole stream? Yes, I do. Standing is better for burning calories than sitting, but also posture. I look at my old streams when I was sitting all day, and oh my goodness, my posture was so bad. It's gotten a lot better since I've been standing. So I don't mind. And when I used to work retail, I used to work at a bank as a cashier. Or a cashier, not a cashier at I worked as a cashier at retail, and I also did customer service, but I worked at a bank as a teller, and I was standing all the time for that. So to me, standing for a few hours at stream isn't anything that crazy because I used to stand for like 8 to 12 hours at work before, which has been a long time since I've worked those jobs, but still. Mo's Gaming with the $5 says, thoughts on the biblical references in Stellar Blade? We did cover this, so this must have been before that. I think that's awesome. Jared Smith with the $2 super chat says, God bless you, Melanie. God bless you, Jared. Chris Rubio with the $10 says, what is the best concert you have ever been to? For me, it was Incubus with Third Eye Blind last year. That sounds awesome. For me, it was in, I want to say 2008. Around that, or it might have been 2009 or something. It was Breaking Benjamin with Flyleaf with Lacey Stern and 3 Days Grace with Adam before he left. Amazing, amazing concert. Astro Boy with a $5 super chat says, I was speechless at your art and video making. Keep up the good work. Thank you. You're so nice. VJ Noel316 with the 499 says, rollerblading. Oh no, footing is why the world is this way. JK. John Harrison with a $5 super chat says, both men and women love attractive, cool characters. Just look at the success of the original Lara Croft. Remastered Tomb Raider is better than the new games. Exactly. Well said. Well said. Did I get this one from Joseph? I think I did. Thank you again, Joseph, for that wombo $50 super chat. Peace and blessings to you as well. Dank Artist here Productions with the $5 super chat says, hey Melanie, did you see my previous super chat about Discord? I did, and maybe you didn't hear it, I'm sorry. But if you go to Linktree/Melanie Mac, you can find a Discord link there. Troy News with a $5 super chat says, when AI will make it possible for anyone to make AAA titles, it's game over for these sellout woke frauds. The age of games for gamers by gamers. That is one thing that could be cool, and I think the AI could be, and I'm not a big fan of AI as a concept, but I do think for creative purposes, it would be neat to see people who otherwise couldn't program or illustrate cool games and stuff if they had the resources to. There could be some really cool stuff made with that. Old Renaissance Nerd with the 499 says, seriously, I've never seen such vitriol like they have for Melanie Mack. She must be doing something right. Oh my gosh. I know some of you guys don't see that because you're not seeing all the replies and stuff and all the ats and all of that. Oh my goodness, you would just the hate is insane. Like it's crazy. But hey, they can just stay mad. They can stay mad. All right, let's continue. Michael's the $2 super chat says, haha, horned. If you know, you know on one of my videos. Ara Akbar go boom with the $2 super chat says, why do they hate women? Easy. Because they gay. Abomination with the $5 super chat says, if companies want to play around with demographics, 50% women gamers, etc., they might as well throw in AI since they're making play for me auto mode. Exactly. And PlayStation wanting to do that. Oh, you can just get through these gameplay segments. It'll play for you and you just look at cutscenes. This is what's wrong with the freaking gaming scene lately is it's appealing to a lot of these people who are just focused on cutscenes and all of that instead of video games being video games. Chris says, I hit the like button and I liked it. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, please drop a like. That would be awesome. All right. So let me go ahead and get to some other funny stuff I wanted to look at. Hold on. I need to get that tab gone because we need to hear this stuff. I wanted to see, apparently, this is so unrelated, but or it's not really like on a gaming topic, but it's okay because we're looking at everything. Let's see. This comes from Clown World. I haven't watched this yet, so we're gonna watch it together. Apparently, this is Trans Academy. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh! First, let's get to this. Douglas with the $99.99 after already dropping the $3.99. Holy moly! I think they are just mad at God. They are against how Christ designed humans. It's all against principalities. I agree. I agree. We are in spiritual warfare and the enemy hates it. And all of this stuff, like Satan has his hands in way more than people realize. Hollywood, the music industry, and also the gaming industry. You can't convince me otherwise. It's one reason why we're seeing all of this characters that are being more androgenized. They like to shift the focus off of how God's design is. I made a video about this called Woke Ideology is Satanic, which you guys are welcome to watch. I need to make a remake of that video because it's quite a bit old. But I had a whole PowerPoint of it and everything. And we got another Wombo super chat from Magnum Norse with the $100. Take that hate and turn it into love by telling people the truth. The truth is love. Lies are the true form of hatred. Be honest and you shall be set free. Exactly. And that's why people act like it's hate to not affirm people's delusions and this, that, or the other. That's not hate. That's love. And it's love to be able to tell people what they don't want to hear if it's truth. To be able to deliver that. That's not hate. It's feeding into people's delusions that are hurting them, that will hurt them mind, body, and soul. That is hate. And that is selfish. A lot of people do that because they'd rather have acceptance than tell the truth. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this Trans Academy. Oh my goodness. Let's see what this is about. I don't even hear any sound. I don't know if you guys can hear sound, but I can't. But it looks like a dude in a dress in heels walking on a treadmill while this lady is coaching him on how to walk like a woman. Not really working. He's like, okay. Let's see what they shut the academy down immediately. Nice female skin suit you got there, Buffalo Bill. Oh my goodness. Why do you have to train them if they were born this way? Oh! Oh! The mic drop. Shots fired. Each day we fall deeper into this dystopian mind. And this is the thing is we're called hateful for not affirming this. To me, it's more loving to say, hey, dude, why don't you love the way that you were born? You're a man. Why don't you love the fact that you're a man? You should love that. You should embrace that. You shouldn't, like, what the crap? You shouldn't feel like you have to change yourself. But saying that is, they consider it hateful, which is absurd to me. So yeah. All right. I also wanted to react to this video. Oops. I want to react to a video that I have had linked to me by several people, and I didn't even watch it. So we're gonna watch this for the first time together. Apparently, Tim Pool made a video. There's something about a stick of butter, and if you guys don't know, I am called the Butter Queen from time to time because I used to make videos where I was eating like short form TikTok short form videos where I would eat a stick of butter and I would say a hot take or whatever. And so yeah, anyway. So now a lot of stuff with butter will get linked to me because I do carnivore diet or keto. And so I used to eat a ton of butter. I think I got a little burned out of butter because I haven't eaten as much as I used to. So I put butter in my thumbnail. I have butter in my background, which you can't see right now. Someone said, wait, that was actual butter. Yes, it was actual butter. Here's the thing is if you do carnivore or keto, or let's say it's carnivore specifically, a good way to curb cravings from especially a lot of people will deal with the cravings at first, but to deal with carb cravings and stuff is eat more fats. Downing Dr. Pepper. It's a 0 sugar, by the way. Let me just point that out. But if you up the fats, then it helps. And it's very satiating fats. Animal fats are really good for you. So anyway, people are showing me this. I doubt I'll watch the whole thing because it's like 15 minutes, but let me just see what people are wanting me to react to with this. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
If you exercise.
Can you guys hear that? I don't know if butter's getting demonized on this because I will have some things to say about butter. I will defend it. I love talking about nutrition, about keto, about carnivore, all that kind of stuff. So I will. Okay, you guys can hear it. Let's hear what it is.
If you work out, you're right wing. The media said that several years ago and everybody made fun of them for it. We have this story. Fat activist who thinks childhood obesity is a myth, reveals how she feeds her kids dessert first after divorcing fitness freak husband who lost it when their daughter ate a stick of butter.
That's the thing, though, is this is almost based, but it's not. And this is why it's not. First of all, divorcing your fitness freak husband, that's good that he cares about his fitness. But yeah, eating a stick of butter, that wouldn't even necessarily be bad, but it's the dessert first. Let me unpack this, okay, guys? This is what makes most people fat. This is why most people are fat with the current dietary guidelines and stuff like that, is they're mixing carbs and fats. I'm going to save you guys a whole lecture about macronutrients and all that. Macros. But essentially, look at your protein. That's like your building blocks for muscle and all that kind of stuff. It is an essential macro. You'll die if you don't eat protein. But you also have your energy sources. Your energy sources are fats and carbs. Fats, you'll die if you don't eat fats. Carbs are a non-essential macro. You can live and not have carbs. It's fine. Now, some people love them. They want to have them anyway. That's fine if they're monitoring their intake and this and that, as long as they're prioritizing their protein and the amount of fats they need. But you can get by without them. I do because I eat a carnivore diet. So her eating a stick of butter would not inherently be bad if she wasn't in this case where they talk about eating dessert first. So clearly this is a carbs and fat mix, right? So that is a recipe for obesity. So if you want to, this is why you see a lot of people go on low fat diets. and they lose weight that way, which you can. If you want to eat high carb, you could eat high carb and eat low fat and still lose weight, but it's not as healthy. I think that it's better to limit carbs versus fats. So you get fat from an excess of energy that you're consuming. So fats and carbs are both excess energy. If you weren't eating any fats or any carbs and you're only eating protein, then you could eat a ton of it and still starve to death because you need your energies, and protein is not energy. So if this person, again, hey, if they're eating carbs and are just eating meat and butter, yeah, go ahead, eat a bunch of butter. But because they're mixing with dessert, I mean, these kids are going to be obese. They will. Oh, somebody rated the stream. Who has rated the stream? Who on Rumble? Dak says, I can't get by without carbs. I love my homemade pizzas. You could make keto versions, or this is the thing. I get it. People love carbs. But to say I can't. Yes, you can. Don't limit yourself. Oh, I can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I don't want to hear it. That's a pet peeve of mine. Oh, I can't get rid of carbs because I love bread. You can. You can do whatever you set your mind to. We need more mental resilience and strength. You can. Some people, they just want to count calories and that's it. You can still get, you still lose weight that way. But if you really want optimal health, look at it's just simple math. It's limit the carbs. You don't even have to cut them out entirely, but limit them. Because what's a non-essential macro that most carb sources have no nutrient value, but fats and proteins do. So I would suggest, especially if someone's really fat. If someone's really fat, dude, all you got to do is do keto and you never have to count a calorie, and you most likely will be dropping the weight faster than you keep up with and not be hungry. But if you are counting calories and you're eating a bunch of carbs, then yeah, you're probably going to be hungry. So if you're eating a lot of carbs and counting calories, that's harder to do. And it's not as sustainable. But if you're like, okay, let me get this weight off, I'm going to do keto. Most people who do keto don't have to count calories because protein and fats are very satiating. So they don't even have to count calories for the most part. Now, and cut out seed oils. Exactly. Well said. Well said. Seed oils are terrible for you. So yeah, that's my thing on that. But yeah, just like, dude, beef patties, for example, beef patties and cheese and butter. If you just eat that, that's what I eat most days, is beef patties and cheese. If I just make some beef patties and cheese or even eat them anywhere, I'm not going to be I can't eat 3,000 calories of beef patties and cheese. I would be wanting to throw up. I couldn't even eat, it would be hard to eat 2,000 calories of just that at my size. I don't have to count calories when I'm eating beef and ground beef and cheese because I'm not going to overeat it. My brain's not going to want to. But could I eat 3,000 calories of cupcakes and Taco Bell? Easily. And ice cream and all that? Easy. It's a brain chemistry thing. So, I mean, these high carb, sugary foods and stuff, your brain wants to eat more. It doesn't know how to regulate. But if you're just eating meat and eggs, your brain will know how to regulate that. You're not going to be as likely to overeat. I mean, it would be very challenging for you to overeat if all you were eating was ground beef and eggs, for example. All right, let's continue this.
Oh, man. Okay, this country is very fat, but it is like weirdly tied to the left. I don't get it.
Ooh.
But it is. And I wonder if a big component of the culture war is short-term versus long-term thinking. First order thinking and things like that. So you have the left saying, eat what you want, feel good, do what feels good. And the right thinking like this will be bad for us in the long run. And then it is.
Yep.
I got a segment for you that's pretty funny.
No, he's right. So people should care about their health, but apparently that's a right-wing thing to do. And to me, if your side is saying not to focus on that, that's a problem. here's the thing too, is if you eat healthy, people tell you have a eating disorder for eating healthy. It's absurd. That's where society is. But if you're 200 pounds eating pizza and ice cream, no one will bat an eye. But that's just where it is. So we have Ron Carr who says, tips for carnivore. Taste buds destroyed from soda. Everything tastes off. I think keep it simple. I think anybody who's just, I mean, I've been doing carnivore for it'll be 5 years in October. Granted, I do have some keto days, or every once in a while I'll have a cheat day and stuff. But for the most part, in my day-to-day life, I'm eating carnivore. And it's changed my life. It's changed my health so much because I have endometriosis. And so my symptoms are pretty much non-existent because of carnivore. And carnivore is the only thing that did that. So, see, and even Resonate here says it's all downhill after 30. It doesn't have to be. The reason why people are, I mean, obviously we deteriorate as we age. So that's going to be a fact of life. But there's no reason why you can't be in your prime after 30, between 30s and 40s. There's no reason why you can't be in your prime. If you're not, you're probably eating like crap. This is why people are deteriorating. This is why people are hitting the wall at such an early age. It's because the main dietary guidelines are so garbage and the people are eating garbage. But I feel better now at my age than I did 10 years ago, because I am mostly eating beef, eggs, some dairy. And that's a lot healthier than other foods. Like beef is the most nutrient dense food you can get. Don't fall for these dietary guidelines. But yeah, so for people who are wanting to know how to get into the carnivore lifestyle, I don't even think someone necessarily has to stay carnivore. I think it's definitely good for people who want to lose weight. If you have any sort of health things that you want regulated and fixed, that's a good way to do it because you're sticking with very healthy foods, natural foods like beef. So yes, keep it simple. I recommend this channel, Beef and Butter Gal. She has very educational videos. And look, Brett says, you look better than you did 10 years ago. Thank you. I think I do. When I look at my, when I look at pictures or videos from 10 years ago, I like how I look better now. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that I eat a lot healthier now than I did then. Not that I was never overweight or anything, but what we eat makes a huge difference with our skin, with our hair, with our physique, all of that. So yeah, if somebody's curious about carnivore, I do think as you're first adapting, you probably want to supplement electrolytes. You don't have to long term. I don't need to supplement electrolytes, but when I was first starting like 5 years ago, I did need to, because when you're first eating like that, your body's going to flush out a lot of water, and that will also flush out some of your electrolytes. So that would be advice. Also, my other advice is stick mostly with beef. Beef is extremely like nutrient dense, and all that good stuff. So I would say that. Let me go ahead. Look, we have this comment from Salt1. I was 275 pounds in 2020. I am now 205 pounds. I cut out a lot of sugar and I am doing a 21K Spartan race next weekend. I eat mainly meat and potatoes. Very good. See, that's the thing, is natural foods. Even if you don't want to go full carnivore and you want to, in this case, have potatoes, you're eating real food. And that makes a massive difference. Now, if you're eating steak and potato chips, that wouldn't work so well. But eating steak and potatoes, it's working well for you. So very good job with that. Natural, real, one ingredient foods makes a huge difference. If you want to know, I mean, we got summer coming up around the corner. You want to get as lean as possible, as fast as possible, as fast as possible. Go freaking carnivore, cut out the carbs, eat just meat, fish, dairy. It will be like, boom, you would be surprised. Push Up says, you see the new endometriosis treatment in Israel. No, What is it? I think just eating healthy is a good that's what's worked for me is doing carnivore. I tried everything. I tried supplements. I tried doctor putting me on different meds that didn't work, all this kind of stuff. I went vegan. That didn't help, even though they tell you that's supposed to help. Going carnivore is the only thing that took my symptoms away. And anytime I had like fallen off the wagon for a bit, if I went like a month of a cheat month, that a cheat day that turned into a snack accident, the bloating, the cramps come back, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely have to stick with carnivore for my health to feel the best. So yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into some more super chats. We got Supa Koopa TV with the $5 super chat says, keep up the good fight for God and truth, Miss Melanie. We need more content creators doing that. I'm doing what I can from Rumble. We can't let liars win. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Dank Artist here Productions with a $5 super chat says, Melanie, I got a question. Why like the Steelers so much? Just got a question, or just a question. I've just been a fan ever since I was a kid. I got a library of books for different football teams, and the Steelers were one of them, and I just liked them. I was like, okay, and I've been supporting them ever since. Shooter Down Under with the $7.99 says, hi, Mel. I just got my copy of Tomb Raider, and I'm going to start playing it as I missed out when I was younger, and I could use some tips on setting up. I'm going to assume you mean like the let me stop sharing my screen as I read super chats. I'm going to assume you mean the old school stuff. If you got the remasters, my advice would be play with the classic controls, the tank controls, and just get used to them. I think that the games, the tank controls work for it, and some people hate on the controls, but it's just that you haven't gotten used to them. The whole grid mechanic and all that kind of stuff, the grid-based game, it works best with tank controls, and you can do all kinds of cool stuff with them if you just take a little time to get used to them. Squishy Beaner with the $4.99 says, thank you so much. I'm indeed, you make my day. Tell everyone my pronouns are Mexican. Listen to skill. Thank you. I would be saying a lot more, but I don't want to I'm already getting banned from Twitch. We already know it's going to happen. Quartering, hi, or do I have to scold? What did I miss? What did I miss? Is she paying attention to Rumble? I am. I don't know if I have Rumble rants enabled. I hear people read off Rumble rants and stuff, but I don't know if I have any. Would they show up on there on my starred stuff here or no? Is there a dashboard on Rumble that would show that? Let me check. Rumble. How do I even? I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know how to look at this stuff. Heck. I don't know. If I don't even know if I have any sort of Rumble rant thing enabled. So if people are sending me anything on Rumble, my apologies. I'll figure it out, but I don't even know if you can. Live streams in progress. Live. Is there a dashboard I can look at this stuff? I don't know. Oh, let's see. Oh. You can see when you scroll to top of Rumble chat. Oh, I need to go to the, okay, hold on. My content. Here we go. Let's pull up that chat. Let's pull up that chat. And oh, we got the quartering with a $50 Rumble rant. Nearly 1K on first stream. Insane. Thank you, the viewers. Yes. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I didn't even see that. Okay. Well, that's the only Rumble rant that showed up, so I should have got it. Lol, got her. Thank you. Okay, I'm trying my best. Well, I wish that StreamYard would let you highlight Rumble rants. That should be on the stars. Big L. Oh, wait. Oops, I don't even know what I just clicked. Bread was consumed by every class. Okay. No. Thank you. I don't know what that. Scroll up. Scroll up. I scrolled up. I see at the very top. I just see that one. So if anybody else has sent a Rumble rant, it's not showing. Let me know in chat. But I think that was just that was it. Does Rumble not save rants? I scrolled all the way up, but it only scrolls up to the quartering super chat. It won't scroll up any more than that. But I didn't have chat. I didn't have chat pulled up before then. So the earliest I'm seeing is from talking about food. But I didn't have my chat pulled up. Literally scroll up. I have the top is your Rumble rant. And the next thing says as lean as possible, as fat as possible. And that's like 2 hours in. Is there anywhere else? I just clicked on the video to look at chat. Is there another way to look higher? Yeah, because all I did was just click on the stream. If I looked at all videos, click on stream. Oh, I think I'm seeing some now. I'm seeing some now. I don't know if these are newer though. Huckenberries with a $10 Rumble rant said, did this show. Thank you. And then we've got Grumble Dugs with the $100 Rumble rant. I had to see if I could get this to work. Thank you. I had a bunch of $5 ones. Oh, did I miss them or only the new one? Did I miss old ones? Oh, thank you guys. I really hope I didn't miss old ones. I didn't have the chat pulled up until just now, so I don't know if I can scroll up on them. I missed them? Is there any way I can access those? Let's see. Notifications. Let me go to all my notifications. Oh, this is like... Oh, here we go. If I go to my notifications, this should help. But I think it's also showing followers and stuff. So this could be... I have over 500 in Rumble rants and didn't see them. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing my best. Next time I'm going to pull the chat up so I won't ever miss any of them. Oh my goodness. I'm the worst. Let's see. Follow notifications. What about... Oh, I got a ton of follow notifications too, but... And comment. I need to filter these notifications to just the rants. Yeah, I do need mods because I sent 3. Would have liked to be on the first show. It's okay though. So I got you right here. Thank you, Turbo. I'm sorry. I'm a little retarded. So I didn't know. And I don't know how to access the old Rumble rants. I can only see the ones from the quarterings onward. Let me see if I need help. I need help. Well, if anybody has access to all of them and can tell me who I need to shout out, I know that would be a lot of work. This happens on the first try. That's where you fix the bugs. Thank you. I'm trying my best. Oh my goodness. Well, I really wish that I could have. Well, I have the chat up now, so I will not miss anymore if they happen. But catch up stream already. I know. Check Discord. Okay, we've got... Oh, good. Hold on. We've got Watley. Watley is helping out with... Let me make sure. Okay, here is it. Did you post on the... on the mod chat or the, let's see. Okay, I gotta find where he put that. Mod, wait, that's the, what? Oh, what chat did you put? Oh, here. He posted all the screenshots. What a boss. Thank you, Watley. Okay, here we go. We've got Icanillis with the $5 Rumble rant says, Hail Melanie Mac. Boom. Thank you so much, Icanillis. Pac-Man 44 with a $20 Rumble rant says, thank you for all that you do, Melanie. Thank you so much, Pac-Man. Mark of Reality with the $1 Rumble rant says, women are empowered by beauty. When these freaks try to make women in media ugly, they are attacking women more than any misogynist ever could. Well said. Cameraman 366 with the $1 Rumble rant says, hello, Melanie, Little Mac. You are not a 10, you are a 25, a little Jeremy and NFL humor. Thank you. Brew that do $2 Rumble rant says, I can't play Stellar Blade. I don't feel represented in the main character, or because I don't have a PS5. You can decide which is true. And then Brew that do with another $1 says, Fallout was fine. The Vault Dwellers were soft dudes, but that makes sense. All right, let's go to the next page. Turbo with a $5 Rumble rant says, hey, Melanie, I'm so disappointed by the Stellar Blade censorship. Really glad you are covering it. I've been so stoked for this game since it was announced because I love DMC, Bayonetta Rising, Nier, etc. I'm a huge Devil May Cry fan too. And Turbo also the $2 Rumble rant says, I had to switch to Rumble because YouTube shadow blocks my comments because of my name. I've been wondering why everyone ignored me in live chats for years. Nobody ever saw anything I said. How lame is that? King of Biltong with the $10 Rumble rant says, good evening from Anton's Meat and Eat. Free shipping on your Biltong using code MAC on biltongusa.com or antonusa.com. Your Biltong was sent today. Thank you so much. I'm so stoked for the new shipment. By the way, King of Biltong, good stuff. Amazing Biltong. I really like the Angus. They also have the Wagyu as well. If you want something with a little more, has like Worcestershire. I can't say that, but it's more. It has a more flavor, seasonings, all that. I like the Angus best though because my palate is very sensitive since I've been carnivore for so long. Microscopic Mountie with the $20 Rumble rant says, I was oddly proud of my 2 Rumble exclusive videos because I felt like I was sticking it to YouTube and standing for something. Then I saw yours. I can't compete. Melanie wins Rumble from day one. I do have a Rumble exclusive video where I did drop my favorite slur. Turbo with the $2 Rumble rant says, they consider a good-looking woman over-sexualized, but probably call the story boring because it doesn't have disgusting dialogue and pornographic scenes that they love in their woke shows. Exactly. All right, let's see. We've got Rakin Knight with a $5 Rumble rant. Melanie live on Rumble. Let's go. Thank you. Lol, not a cat with a $5 Rumble rant. Glad to catch your stream, Melanie. Still want a jury cosplay. I can make it happen one of these days, maybe for Halloween, which I was thinking about doing a X-23 cosplay for Halloween, though. We'll see. I'll have to figure it out. As someone who works for a game company, I can tell you that unfortunately, most of these companies will die before changing course. Sadly, probably the case. Hobo Cop with the $5 Rumble rant says, just would like to point out the East Asian countries that still make attractive female characters, not Japan, are places where corn is illegal. Jared Haynes, I know, and they want to act like, oh, these games are so pornographic, blah, blah, blah. It's not even legal in a lot of those places. Jared Haynes with a $2 Rumble rant says, congrats on your first episode of Go Boom Live, Mel. Who would like to have you come on your show in the future? I think Vera Dark would be fun to have on in the future for sure. Also, you really made my day 3 weeks ago when I had you say happy birthday, you little... Thank you, Jared. We've got Steven Best Buy with the $1 Rumble rant. Says, hi. Big, huge shout out to Watley. Joseph. big, huge thank you for screenshotting those so that I wouldn't miss them. And oh my goodness, we just get this huge. I wish I could highlight it on my stream because we just got a huge Rumble rant. Hold on, let me. Oh my goodness. Grumble Dugs with the 400 $400 Rumble rant says, and it's Douglas Kaplan from YouTube. Oh my goodness. You've dropped so much dough today. Oh. $400 on this, 400 and then another 100, like $900 today. Oh my goodness. I can't. Oh, so many steaks. I have look at this world and it's like everything is just vanity. Oh my goodness. I just read Ecclesiastes. I just finished reading Ecclesiastes yesterday, so that's really hitting close to home. I actually see no hope in this world anymore, but Christ is everything. Amen. Still, as long as we're here before Jesus returns, there's still more work for us to be doing. So we got this. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And then look on the YouTube super chat. I just saw another Wombo one from Tonberry Master. 100 chipping in for the first live chat show party. Oh my goodness, you guys. This first live show has just been so fun. I did not expect this amount of support. Oh my goodness. And again, big, huge thank you to Watley, aka Joseph. I know you see him in chat. I need to make him a mod on Rumble. I don't have any mods on Rumble right now. Need to do that though, because holy moly, that was so amazing that he screenshotted all those Rumble rants because I would have missed them. So big, huge thank you. Let me see on the super chat side that I need to catch up on. All right. So we've got Mark Zart with the $5 super chat says, thank you for all you do, Melanie. Been following along with reading my Bible with you. I know you are a Steelers fan and they picked next. Oh, that was a 9:15. So I wonder who we picked for our first pick. Does anybody know? Does anybody have that? Legendary. Okay. We've got Ninja DJ with a $5 super chat says, I don't normally super chat, but couldn't help but show support for what you are doing and represent. Thank you. Genuinely. We need more people like you. Thank you so much. Sweet Caroline with a $5 super chat says, thank you for standing up for Jesus Christ. You are such an inspiration. What's your favorite verse or verses? Joshua 1:9 just really resonates for me. Be strong and courageous. Do not be dismayed, for I, the Lord your God, will be with you wherever you go. That really means a lot to me because I feel like I'm constantly dealing with backlash for my faith on social media and all of that. Also, Proverbs 3:5. So trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your path. That means a lot to me too, because it's just like, hey, there's been times where I've been like, what am I even doing? What am I doing with my life? What am I supposed to be doing? I don't even know. I don't even freaking know. Especially when, and this happens for a lot of us, sometimes our lives will change in such a dramatic way and we just don't even know what to do. It's like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And that's where I was. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I supposed to do? And I just felt like, okay, well, I committed to reading the Bible every single day, at least a chapter a day. So if I'm about to go to bed and I haven't read the Bible, I will get that chapter in, at least one chapter a day, every day. So for a couple of years now, I've been doing that. Within those past couple of years, the amount of times I've missed, I can count on one hand. I know a couple I missed for when I was at funerals and stuff. And I just, but yeah, for the most part, I have been absolutely do not miss, no excuses. And it has changed my life more than anything. And so when we're keeping our eyes on God and we're fellowshipping with God through reading the Bible and stuff, it's going to make us not want to fall off the path. It's going to make us not want to sin and all that, for example. And so what I just realized with myself, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm staying strong. I'm getting that spiritual bread, reading the Bible every day. And I'm just going to take one step at a time, keep doing what I'm doing. And then when you look back, it's like, oh, God was directing me the whole time, even when I didn't know it. So even right now, sometimes I'm like, what the crap am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing? I don't know, but I'm sure a year from now or 2 years, 5 years from now, I'll look back and be like, oh, God was directing me even then. So God does direct our path. We just have to keep our eyes on him, and we might not know what we're even doing, but it will be made a lot more clear to us. Disco Cobra. Did I read this one? I don't know. Yeah, hoping for some cool content this summer. I'm gearing up my channel for some cool stuff. Got an action cam / mounts and other goodies for IRL content. Was thinking of getting a high-end drone for some reason, for some real good shots soon. Nice. That is awesome. Okay, let's see. Elijah Fire says, I'm a late blooming Christian. Never too late. I saw at church a couple months ago. There was like this 75-year-old man who just got baptized for the first time. And I'm like, that's amazing. David says, get you some mods. I do have on YouTube. I do. I'm telling you, Watley, aka Joseph, he works overtime in the mod department. I didn't mod him on Rumble. I forgot. I need to do that. Can I do that right now? I don't know how to do it. Oh, Alistair Payne with a $5 Rumble rant says, congratulations on your new endeavor. May you forever boldly walk with grace. The path set out before you, illuminated by the light of his truth. And don't forget to go boom. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Let me see if I can find him in chat here. So here he is. J Crabtree. Happy to help out. Let's see. How do I make you a moderator? Manage. I don't see how to make a moderator. Let me copy this so that I can do that later, because I don't even know what the crap I'm doing. When I click on your name, at least. A is for your middle name. Gotcha. Yeah, all it's giving me is when I right click it is to mute. What if I... hold on. What if I push /mod? Did that work? I don't think it did crap. Well, we'll try this. I'll at least get it figured out. All right, let's go into some more super chats. A shooter down under with a $7.99 says, I think there's another reason why they're making the women uglier. They want us to buy Bud Light so that when we drink it, they will look prettier. That's funny. One time at 1X at Bandcamp with the CA $2. Hi, get David Jaffe on. Oh my goodness. That would be interesting. Cheng Fu with the $2 super chat says nothing. Thank you so much. Overlord Tenji Goku with the $10 super chat says, I want Stellar Blade. 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 Also, thank you for always being based. God bless. God bless you too. Hopefully you get your Stellar Blade. I'm really excited for it. Mike Noss with the $5 super chat says, have you read the Tomb Raider colonialism article on the Geeks and Gamers site? That was funny. I actually, the author of that reached out to me and I helped out with it a little bit. It was so funny. I loved it. Definitely encourage reading that. Shane says, I think you missed one. Missed one what? I've got a lot of super chats I'm catching up with. But you mean Rumble rant? I think, let me make sure. I think I'm caught up on the Rumble rants. Yeah. Let me get back to some of the super chats. Which Eve outfit will I cosplay? I showed it earlier. If I were to cosplay one, it would definitely be... Let me show you. Let me show you. It would be that one. I love it. It's her punk outfit. Super cute. So if I were to cosplay one, that's what it would be so far. Now let me continue. I read the Kongzilla, very generous super chat. Push-ups. Maybe Bring Me the Horizon is taking a nap or relieving itself. Disco Cobra with the $5 super chat says, you getting paid today, lol. Get that bag, girl. Thank you. You guys have been so generous. Already exceeded any expectations I could have had. Like, I had no idea my stream would be this successful today. No idea. You guys have been amazingly supportive. Wish they still had a midnight release for games like Stellar Blade or other major releases. I know I would have so much fun actually waiting in line and seeing all the gamers and all that. Good times. Rai with the $2 super chat says, I vote Snarky J as a guest. Is Snarky J drunk 3PO? I would be happy to have him as a guest. Jay is awesome. So let me make sure regular chat, I'm not missing anything. Very 90s. Yes, see, that's what I'm all about. I love 90s style. The hair would be easy for you. True. I already have black hair, so. Melanie would cosplay the outfit she already has. I could put together some of that already. All right, let's check more super chats. Jared with a $5 super chat says, God bless. Hope you are well. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Jabba Jaw with a 199 says, just want to say thanks for your Discord. Nice place. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. It is really great. Benoit JDC with the $2 super chat. Honestly, Bring Me the Horizon is boring. Anyway, I swear I'm over it. I'm over it with them. Cog with the $5 super chat says, it was nice seeing Will Ramos do work with August Burns Red. Ooh. Bird Up with the $10 super chat says, check out Opprobrium. They're a thrash metal band who used to be called Incubus before the Pardon Me guys came along. Oh my goodness, that's funny. I love Incubus, but clearly not the same. Some of their stuff is Christian themed and pretty bass. Okay, that sounds awesome. Troy News with a $5 super chat. What is your thoughts on the Daily Wire firing Candace Owens and attacking Christ is King as anti-Semitic? I think what I've been seeing from Jeremy Boring lately, I definitely disagree with a lot of what he's saying. I don't know the full reason why they fired Candace Owens. I do think Candace Owens has been in the middle of a lot of drama lately and seems to be a common denominator. So I don't completely agree with everything from her, but I do agree with a lot of stuff from her. And I don't know. I think it sucks that they had issues and that they had that drama. I was definitely tweeting Christ is King when all that debate stuff was happening though, because ain't nobody going to stop me from saying Christ is King. I know that much. Slosher with the CA $20 says, but Melanie, don't you listen to the people that say being Christian means just being nice? I swear that is so annoying. They think being a Christian means just being nice. No. And not using no words that everyone in the 90s used. I loved the ones that think you won't go to heaven for that. Exactly. It's hilarious. It's like actual Satanist in my replies telling me I'm not going to heaven because I used a word they didn't like. Benoit JDC with the $5 says, Trouble Tourniquet Striper. Just a sample of better Christian bands. Very cool. Push-ups with the $2 says, for the record, Mel looks the same IRL. Aw, thank you. Yes, Push-ups has seen me at Anime Matsuri. So for that Troon saying that, oh, you filter all your stuff. Well, Push-ups has seen me in person. And here Push-ups is saying I look the same. So take that. Telling me I'm filtering my stuff. Don't want to hear it. Freaking don't want to hear it. Old Renaissance Nerd with the $4.99. Thank you so much. They can't understand. I don't care because their entire lives have been, you must accept me. You must acknowledge me. Pff, wahaha. Exactly. That's why they think it's such a gotcha to be like, oh, we don't accept you. We don't like you. You're not welcome in our club. This, that. I don't give a crap. They can't relate to that. They can't because they need everybody to affirm and accept everything about them. So yeah. Hold on, I'm checking regular chat because I like to give you guys a regular chat love too. Like, obviously, I'm pulling up the super chats as priority, but I also like to give some of you guys some love. Quartering corrupted you. Okay. A fool says in his heart, there is no God. Exactly. That's biblical. That's in the Bible. It do be true. Okay, let's see. Jose A. Taco says, why don't you have memberships? The people want it. My apologies. I thought I set it up, but I am a retard, so I guess I didn't do it right. I do need to come up with some sort of icon with it. I think maybe butter. We'll see. Junior with the $2 super chat says, rip Twitch stream after that base comment. I will probably be banned on Twitch. I would be shocked if I wasn't banned on Twitch after this stream. That's how hard we went on episode 1, which to get banned on Twitch, you don't have to go that hard, but just saying. That's a likely scenario. So if you are watching from Twitch, make sure you are following me on YouTube at Melanie Mac Go Boom, or on Rumble at Melanie Mac if you want to keep watching these streams, because they will not be on Twitch that long, probably. All right, so we got John Harrison with a $5 super chat. The true metal community will accept Melanie Mac before they accept a pop band like Bring Me the Horizon. Thank you so much. All right. And then let's see. Disco Cobra says, you see my other 20 and 5. I think I got them. Let me know if I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I'm caught up with those now. All right, we got Zach Rodriguez with the $4.99. Hey, Melanie, just got back from church. Do most women look down on a guy who games? What if I wanted to play a kid game like Mario? I'm 25, by the way. Now, I think that any girl who looks down on a guy who games isn't worth your time anyway. Obviously, if you're, which I don't think you are, but obviously if it's a guy who will not meet his responsibilities, maybe won't work or won't tend to his responsibilities because all he does is game and that's it, obviously that wouldn't be responsible for a guy or a girl to do that. So in that case, yeah. But if a girl looks down on a guy for just gaming in general, I think that's so stupid. Would you rather him be at the club and this, that, and the other? It makes no sense. Gaming is a great hobby. It's a wholesome hobby. And why would a woman get mad at that? Wouldn't you rather your man be at home and not getting into trouble and not looking at other women and stuff? Deranged Lunatic with the 199 says, did you see that Nina has a stand-up desk now? Based! That is awesome. All right, Joseph, did I get this one? I know Joseph's been very generous. It's your show, Mel. Keep up the great work. Don't let haters get you down. You have an amazing group of people here. They are actually really awesome. Thanks for letting me be a part of it. Thank you for being a part of it. And you are absolutely right. Very amazing group of people. Bird Up with the $2 says PN03 is GameCube exclusive as far as I know. Okay. I thought so, but I'll have to get it. My brother has the GameCube. See, I have two brothers. So one of my brothers has SNES and GameCube, and little brother has N64, and I believe Dreamcast as well. And then I have backwards compatible PS3 and PS1. So I'm covering the Sony games that we had growing up, as well as collecting others. So we all have our own focus of our collections so that we can come together and play for, yeah, we have it all covered. So we're all just taking a piece and handling a piece of the collections. And then with handhelds and stuff, we're all doing that though. Okay, let's see what else we've got. T-Man Gaming with the $2 says, keep up the great content, Melanie. Thank you so much. We got Tevin Kotak with the $5 super chat says, I lost 50 pounds in a month eating only a handful of peanuts whenever I felt hungry. That definitely works better than how most people are eating nowadays, but I don't personally recommend that. You're not going to get the nutrients you need out of just peanuts. That would be vegan, and we all know what happens to long-term vegans and how they look. I wouldn't advise that, but hey, I mean, I'm glad you lost 50 pounds doing that. I hope that you can transition into a healthy, eating more meat. That would be good. Rebecca with a $2 super chat says, I'm hoping keto will help me with hormonal issues. Definitely think it will. going carnivore helped with my hormones and endometriosis and all that. So I definitely recommend you to stay on that. Now, when your hormones balance with your diet and stuff, it will take a couple months for that to happen. Just hormones are not balanced very quickly. So just give it some time. You'll probably lean out a lot in the process. So it'll be a win-win scenario. Let's see. We've got Harry Solomon with the $33.33 who says big breasted women deserve representation in video games too. They do. I'm here for them. Zach Rodriguez with the $1.99 says, did you ever read my other super chat? I hope so. I think so. So hopefully, look at that. Sonic Buster says, we do. I'm here for you, girl. I stand by you. All right, so we have Zombie Slayer 666 says, I'm in the carnivore diet, but it's expensive. It can be because meat prices are crazy right now, but you can also do carnivore pretty affordably if you get more high fat ground beef, eggs. I know eggs used to be insanely expensive, but I think they're more affordable now. I mean, I get my eggs from my parents' farm, so they're very affordable for me. But chicken thighs, things like that, affordable cuts of meat. David Shimke with the $5 super chat says, which is your favorite? We're Back, A Dinosaur Story, or Rockadoodle? I loved both of those when I was a kid. I don't remember that much of the story of We're Back. I do remember I really liked it, but Rockadoodle, I was just watching pieces of that the other day, which is funny that you mentioned it. So freaking good. It was amazing. I love the art style, love the animation, all that kind of stuff. Don Bluth. But I do remember really liking We're Back. But if I had to pick between the two, I would say Rockadoodle. Also, that bird girl, that quail girl, she was designed really well. She was cute. Harley Dave with the $20 super chat says, those who walk in the footsteps of Christ need not worry, for he is near. Amen. All right. So we've got Saw01 with the $2 super chat says, it was Troy Fautanu G. Washington. Oh, that was the Steelers pick. What position, though? That's what I'm curious about. Push-ups with the $5 super chat says, bookmark for later. Doctors discover possible hormone-free endometriosis treatment. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Xavier Hart with a $5 super chat says, good day, Xavier Hart. Hand this to you to say, listen to Sabaton's The Last Stand. Deus Vult, hail God and hail chat. May God bless us all. Amen. Thank you so much. I will have to look that up. I heard some of Sabaton, but not a whole lot. Genocidal Plague with the $20 super chat says, loved this stream with It's a Gundam. That was super fun. I had a blast. Thank you so much. Amazing Gonzo 801 with a $5 super chat says, did you ever end up checking out For Today? They're the metal band that got canceled in 2015 for saying there's no such thing as a gay Christian. I didn't hear about that, but that's based and it's true. Good for them. I will have to look them up for that. Like, I need to support that because we keep seeing a bunch of like Christian, the church, all that kind of stuff conform and have to conform to all this modern day ideology, which is not good. We need to stand by what the Bible says. Old Renaissance Nerd with the 499 says, my fave. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Amen. Very, very good. Scott Fakit with the $5 super chat says, good Christian band, impending doom. Wolves at the gate, probably more your style. Or feel free to check out my old band, Amongst the Ruin. I'm so stoked with all these recommendations. I've got a lot to check out here. Star Wars Forge with a $5 New Zealand. Hey, Melanie, I love from New Zealand. Question, where did you get your tall Lara Croft merch? Also, I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan too. I got my big Lara Croft statue from eBay. Joss Leachin says, does size matter? Well, you can get a big Lara Croft statue from eBay if you would like that. Or you can get a little Lara Croft statue also from eBay or elsewhere like Gaming Heads. So I hope that answered your question. Let me see if I missed anything else on Rumble or anything like that. Huckenberry, the $5 Rumble rant says, so is We're Back. I have seen that mentioned twice today. Yeah, Epic Mike talked about it today on Twitter. So that was interesting. But yeah, it really brought up some memories. Oh, My Mind 101 with the $25 Rumble rant said, wanted to send a congrats for being banned from Twitch and breaking Rumble all in your first episode. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying my best. That Twitch ban is inevitable. Grumble Dogs with the $5 Rumble rant says, wasn't the book of Joshua talk about self-defense? And if they think Christians are nice, they should look up the story of Gideon. Exactly. Gideon, the book of Joshua in general goes hard. It is so good. Joshua is amazing in the Bible. He did work. He was strong. And he was a fighter. He could fight. Love to see that. Then we have Grumble Dogs with the $2 Rumble rant says, I remember playing an old Tomb Raider on Sega Saturn, had no idea what to do. Yeah, that's the thing about those old school games. They don't hold your hand. Alistair Payne with the $5 Rumble rant. Congratulations on your new endeavor. May you forever boldly walk with grace. The path set out before you, illuminated by light of his truth. And don't forget, go boom. Thank you. I think I read that twice. Thank you so much. A very good message to read twice, though. We've got Karate Cowboy, the $10 Rumble rant. A tutor who tooted a flute once tutored two tutors to toot. Said that to the tutor, is it easier to toot? To tutor two tutors to toot. That was tough. All right, we got another super chat. $5 super chat says, God bless Melanie. And I hunted for $5 to keep Jeremy from G&G off the live stream. His pee stash scares people. Shout out to Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. He's awesome. All right. Well, I think I am all caught up on super chats and Rumble rants. And let's double check and make sure there is nothing from Twitch that I missed before I get banned there. Grumble Dogs with a $1 Rumble rant says, have a good night and good luck with your endeavors. Thank you so much. We got the Iron Praetor with a resub for 2 months. Renzetsu with the 2-month sub. They should help you stay on Twitch for another few minutes. Benimation with the sub on Twitch. Jen Krythers for 46 months. Chugot with the sub on Twitch. Dr. Death 76 with 2 months on Twitch. Roaring T-Rex with 100 bits. Maybe it is on purpose, but I thought you should be aware that you weren't live on Kick. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I tried, but maybe next time. The Killer Spotlight with 100 bits. Good day to you. Beautiful. Thank you, Liquid Vitriol with the sub. All right. And then I'm a touch you with the 3-month Prime sub. Ryotar Dojima with the Prime sub. Fanson with the sub. 6 Speed with the Prime sub. Snowfall with the 15 months. Hey, Melanie, love your hot takes. Love for the Tomb Raider series, social commentary, and strong faith. Keep the faith and wage war. Amen. Thank you. Quantum Void with the Prime sub. Sailor Motoko with the 2-month Prime sub. Plebulus with the Prime sub. Ace of Spades 437 with 2 months Prime sub. The Real Call of Duty Prime sub. Taylor Booty Gang with the 3-month sub. Thank you so much. Here for the peach gain smell, the carnivore diet works. Thank you. DJ Elking with 26-month Prime sub. All right. Let me make sure there is nothing else I am missing. We've got Barb Rogers, Miss Solar Terror with a CA $5. Why no membership and gifted memberships? My apologies. Hopefully by next stream I'll have that set up. I thought I did, but I didn't because I am a little retarded. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me for my very first Go Boom Live. Moving forward, I'll be live on Wednesdays. I know today's I'm on Thursday. Unless you guys prefer Thursdays, I can do that. But otherwise, Wednesdays it would be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So Can't wait to see you guys for the next one. The support has been unreal, absolutely exceeded all my expectations. So much love to you all. I'll work on hopefully getting Kick to work next time, as well as getting those memberships set up on YouTube. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.